Hey guys, Super Rocker here. Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys having a great day so far. And today's stream, we're reacting to Game Theory's latest video where Into the Pit changes the FNAF timeline. I believe I said that right. Into the Pit changes the FNAF timeline. Yes, I got it. Okay, this is why it's important to have things like computers and like you know phones and all the other stuff having a signs. This way, if you forget your lines, you could just look to the side and say, oh, we're gonna be reacting to Game Theory's latest video on Into the Pit on how Into the Pit changes the FNAF timeline. So again, close enough, but yeah, we're gonna be watching that though. Again, I'm very intrigued in excited because again, every time when Game Theory put out like a theory video, when the Game Theorists put out a theory video like anything regarding FNAF, it always gets me very excited and to watch the video. I get very excited and very hyped up, I'll say as well too when watching these videos as well too though. So before I talk and yap, do a lot of stuff and we get to reaction and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and read your guys' comments first, and then afterwards we're gonna go ahead and get right into it, shall we? So let's see what we got here in the live chat for today. Who we got here? What's up, Shadow? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, Daniel. How are we? Finn plays. The GOAT is back. Yes, sir. I mean, I'm not like the greatest of all time, but like I'm built different. I'll say that I'm built different. Good to see you, Rainbow Friends. Yippee! Yes, sir. I'm at work, but I'll watch. I'm gonna watch. Sounds good, Daniel. What's up? Here's Go Goblino. Go Goblino. Again, I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Down Virtuous Dark says round 2. Yep, round 2. Here we go. Cerebral, thanks for the pin message, but Showers already got me covered. Thank you, though. What's up, The Watcher? What's up, Glamour Freddy Ras? Good to see you, Mystique. What's up, Kiri College? Alright, everyone, time to sleep. Oh, super, you have to sit up watching video. Bro, shut up. We're gonna do both, alright? Not sleep, right? Or not, you know, not to sleep or everything, or yap. Like, yes, I'm gonna talk, but, like, I'm not gonna bore y'all, alright? Alright, let me keep on scrolling down. Thank you for the pin message, Shadow. Good to see you, Cerebral. Who else am I missing? Yo, what's up, Finn Place? What's up, Timor Crafts? I'm doing great, man. How are you today? I won't be very active in chat because I'm playing this on my TV while cleaning. Now you good, Mystique. No worries, man. Thanks for the heads up. Because why not? Super, you're at 15.9k subscribers. Congrats. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Congrats, man. I'm telling you, man, the grind never stops. The grind never stops. Just, you know, work hard, be consistent, upload what you want to upload, but also balance out things people want to see. And it really all works out. It really all works out. And, it really get you to where you want to be in the end. I'll say that. Also, why is your most popular short 1.5 million views? Because, you know, I put all the hard work and effort into it, and, you know, YouTube decided to actually give one of my videos a chance and, like, you know, make it go big, just blow up out of nowhere, and that's what helped me. Literally, I can't remember. I think when I made that video, I was around, like, what, maybe 10, 11,000 subscribers, I would say. And since it's been out then, I've been growing like crazy. Like, I've been growing, like, every single week, non-stop, bro. Like, it's actually crazy, but it's like, it's so cool to see how, like, over 1.5 million people have watched my my Into the Pit shorts video. It's crazy. It's crazy, but, like, it's such an awesome feeling. So, okay, what I'm gonna do now, yeah, like I said, because again, as I said before multiple times, we're gonna be reacting to Game Theories' latest video on that video being how it's about Into the Pit changing the FNAF timeline as well too. Right, 20k is right around the corner. Hey, who knows? Maybe by the end of this year we might reach 20k. We'll have to see. Hell yeah, Super Rocker. Yes, sir, Josh. That's what's up. That's up. All right, I'm going to go and switch over to computer screen. All right, everything's up good. Camera, display, mic, all that stuff. Hold on. Let me check one thing before I switch over. Okay, we're good. We're good. So I'm going to switch over. I got this. All right, do y'all guys see everything on your screen as well, too? Does everything look good to go from your screen for y'all guys? All right, cool. I was going to wait. Ironically, if you drink too much water in one day, though, you can poison yourself. Water is truly interesting. Are you serious? Can you actually do that to yourself? That's crazy, bro. Okay. Now, do y'all guys hear this, like, when I play it?
What's the point of this mask from Into the Pits?
Do y'all guys hear that? Like, is that, like, do you guys hear that? Is it a little too loud or too low? Were y'all guys able to hear all that? Okay, good. I just want to make sure, because freaking what happened was that I had to stream horrible voice. Bro, don't make fun of Tom like that. Come on, dude. Don't make fun of Tom like that. Okay, because here's what happened. I originally had the stream up for the first time, but whatever reason, right, OBS for some reason had my display capture on default, or I don't know what it was, but it didn't have this up on screen. So when I was talking, I just assumed that this was already up, and literally it was nothing but like a black screen when I was talking for 10 solid minutes, and I looked back to my laptop to see what's going on and everything. I was like, huh, weird. That was just up, but now it's gone. And I'm like, frick, man, I gotta start over. I was like, Shaq, give me like 5 minutes. Give me like 5 minutes. I promise you I'll be back. I swear, like, I don't know why this happens, because like here's why. I prefer the black screen. Go back to that. I prefer the black screen over this any day. Yo, why? Come on, bro. Why are you making fun of people for no reason, man? L voice, I want Poppy Matt Pat back. You want Poppy Matt's Pat back? I mean, like I said, I get it. Like, again, Tom does a great job. He does a good job. I get it. Like, they make really good theories and all that stuff, right? But at the same time, I do get the feeling where it's like it's not the same without Matt Pat. I mean, it's not. Like, it's not. Like, again, it's still there in our hearts. It still hurts. You know what I'm saying? Where can we have Matt Pat just, you know, come back, please, just voice? Because again, when that one video that they did, I can't remember. It was, if we go to their channel, what video was it that featured? I think it was the Golden Freddy one. This one featured Matt Pat. It was, when I saw that video and I saw the title, like, featured Matt Pat, I'm like, bro, that's an instant click. That is a instant click. Like, we have to see that. We have to see. Like, I'm not.
What's the point of?
We also, but like, I have to see it. Matt Pat cuts his hands off. Yeah, there's like that one musical video. I can't remember what it was, but like, I was like, why the heck did Matt Pat cut his own hands off? I was so confused by that. I was so confused by that. Worst theory to exist. God dang, bro. Dude is really hating on that stuff. Gosh dang, you really hate on all that, Shadow. But yeah, like I said, we're here. So mainly when it comes to this, for this live reaction stream right here, like I said, it's not like I'm gonna be fully watching the stream. Like, I'll react to it, but there's moments where I'm gonna be pausing and like kind of like talking about like, you know, what we're seeing here, and like, you know, kind of giving my thoughts on it as well too. It's almost like we're doing like a half reaction, half discussion stream in a way. So just be on the lookout for that when we do this. Anything not thought of by MatPat is valid hate. Damn. Where's the black screen? You're like, this is the L screen. Where's the black screen at, bro? He's like, we want the other screen back, man. The black screen was way better than this. Oh my god. Y'all guys are so ruthless. Y'all guys are so ruthless just for no reason at all. Also, before I start this as well, too, let me make sure I'm actually, like, aligned with my camera, because I don't know why. I'm not sure if this is just a me thing or it's like this is for everyone, but, like, literally every time, if, like, you know, I'm not sure if it's OCD or, like, I don't know what it is, bro, but it's like, if I'm not aligned perfectly with my face cam and the mic and everything, like, I just get so upset. I don't know why. You should make an emoji of the black screen, super. Just the emoji, just the black screen completely. Like, gosh, how dare MatPat start a family prioritizing? Bro, that's, come on, bro. What's up, blood? Bro, Super, did you know that when Floors 2 came out, Floors 1 updated? Yes, I did. I literally live streamed Roblox, the new Roblox Floors, 2 update. And I covered both the mines and the Floor 1 update. I did all that stuff. But again, anyways, like I said, we're going to be reacting to this, do a bit of a, like, you know, like half reaction, half discussion as well, too, though. But what's interesting is, like, the first thing I see here, the first, like, thing that we see here on our screen is the Freddy mask from Into the Pit as well, too. And I remember when I was playing this, right, like, you know, like, there was times where, you know, when I played in the pit modes multiple times, like, there's moments where I would get this Freddy mask, but there was other times where I didn't get the Freddy mask as well, too. And I realized that at that point, like, it had to have been random. Like, it was definitely a random chance that you get it. And, of course, while you can use this mask to trade to get the firecrackers from the Firecracker Kid, right, this mask definitely had to hold some significance, right? At least I thought at first, but it was like this, because I know the fact this mask doesn't belong to Oswald, because again, he has no idea what Freddy's is, and he never seen that mask before, right? And I know it doesn't belong to Oswald's mom, right? So which means that this mask had to belong to Oswald's dad. And people made a quick connection that Oswald's dad might have been the Freddy bully from FNAF 4 as well too, though, right? But the problem with that be, like, you know, like the time that Oswald would, like, grow from being like a kid to an adult, right? Getting married and having Oswald, and, you know, having a 10-year-old kid, right? You know, growing up to be a 10-year-old kid, right? And the fact that, you know, Into the Pit is based off, like, you know, the first Fast Food Fridays book, In the Pit, and we know that those take place in separate universe compared to the canon game. So it was like, how would this work? How would that be the case? You know what I'm saying? So just by seeing this, just by seeing this on screen alone, and the title, like, Into the Pit changes the FNAF timeline, really got me intrigued. It got me really interested to see, like, you know, what does Tom have to say here within this video. Crowmaster says, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Again, I miss MatPat saying I miss it so much. Maybe you can get a secret ending with it. Now, there's no secret ending. There's only, like, 5 endings in the game. You have, like, the bad ending, the good ending, the true ending. There's the leave ending, and then there's the secret ending as well, too. So there's only 5 endings in Into the Pit. There's no other, like, 6 or 7 ending. There's only 5 endings in Into the Pit. 10,000 years later. All right. But like I said, anyways, like I said, I'm not going to... Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna drag this on any longer than I need to. Like I said, I'm gonna shut up. Again, I'll be pausing and going, like, we'll watch and react to it and all stuff too. Obviously, we're gonna be reacting to it. We're gonna be reacting to it, but also be pausing and discussing as well too. But we'll make sure to go through this the good majority. Like, we're gonna make sure to take this all in. You know, one frame at a time, one bit at a time. So this way we can understand all the juicy lore and everything that we're gonna be getting out of here within this video as well too. You're welcome, Sarah. Enjoy that mod, man. Enjoy it. But yeah. Anyways, that's enough of me, you know, yapping and talking, whatever you guys want to say or call it, right? Let's go ahead and jump to the video. Let's go and jump to Game Theory's video of Into the Pit changes the FNAF timeline. Here we go.
What's the point of this mask from Into the Pits? As you explore the house of our main character Oswald, this item can fall from the attic. But when during the game this happens is completely random. What's even stranger is that it's the only piece of Fazbear merchandise in the entire house. The game would have you believe that it's just a tradable item, and while yes, you can use it for that purpose, there are plenty of other items that show up way more reliably that can also be used for the game's one and only trade, making a luck-based item like this feel totally unnecessary, unless it's not really here to be a game mechanic. It's here to tell us something. Something
it's here to tell us something very, very important. All right. Again, I love the editing on Game Theory's video. This top-notch. Game Theory.
Hello, Internet.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Game Theory, the show
hello.
that, yes, is finally talking about the biggest and only FNAF game of 2024, Into the Pit. A game based on the first Fazbear Fright story released as part of the big finale of FNAF's 10th anniversary. Or at least it was supposed to be. It ended up coming out a day early, and so instead we got FNAF movie script
Anything that comes out early is always a great
thing. We should
thing.
probably look into that. Regardless, it came out and people loved this thing.
Yeah,
like
this game
the
was
original
great. It was
story,
awesome.
we follow a 10-year-old boy called Oswald who finds a time-traveling ball pit inside his local pizzeria, Jeff's Pizza. The ball pit takes him back to 1985, where he finds out that Jeff's used to be a Freddy Fazbear's. This thing's got all the stuff you'd expect. Arcade machines, pizza, and a bunch of dead kids, along with the yellow rabbit mascot that's responsible. Yeah, this place is the real deal. The yellow rabbit tries to catch Oswald, but he escapes, only for the yellow creature to jump out and drag his dad back
take
into
our
the
father
pit
away.
instead.
How
The
dare
rabbit
you,
then
yellow rabbit.
re-emerges from the pit, only now he's posing as Oswald's father. And I don't just mean he's
Hey,
acting
son.
like his dad. I mean he physically takes on his appearance, at least to everyone else. Nobody seems to be able to see the yellow rabbit except for Oswald. And so it's up to him to find a way to sneak past the rabbit, get out of the house, and back to Jeff's to find his dad. Eventually, Oswald does find him, frees him, and kills the yellow rabbit in the process.
Yes, sir.
There are some changes here and there to make sure that it works as a game rather than a 40-page story, but overall, it's a really good experience.
They have to make it work.
The time travel mechanics work great for in-game puzzles, and the pixel art style is gorgeous.
I love
However,
this art.
like any FNAF game,
So
we all
good.
know why we're really here. The lore.
The
And that's where
lore.
things get a little bit messy. This game is full of references from all across the FNAF universe. Fazbear Fright stories, the games, the graphic novels, the
Silver
FNAF
Eyes.
movie. Oh, and then there's this.
Wow, whoever GGY
GY
is
Oh
has
my
the top
God.
score on every
Sorry for blocking your
game. I mean,
face. Sorry for blocking your face, Matt Pat. Hang on. No. I refuse to block Matt Pat's face like that. Nah. Oh, shoot. Wrong thing. My bad. Whoopsies. Oh, boy. Nope. Go back. No, I refuse to block Matt Pat's face like that. Hang on. I'll fix this. No. Nah. Your face will not be blocked, Matt Pat. Nah. Hold on. Let me fix this. Alright. I will not block your face, Matt Pat. Your face will not get blocked.
Games, the graphic novels, the FNAF movie. Oh, and then there's this.
wow, whoever GGY is has
my
the top
God.
score on every game. I
See?
mean, technically, if Gregory were a robot,
Gregory
he would
were a
live this entire
robot.
time. What trolls you are.
So, yeah, as you can see,
Okay. Now that I let Matt Pat have his screen time and everything and such, right? I'm gonna go move my face cam back over to the right side. Again, I didn't mean to block his face cam. Then again, I didn't know. I'd never seen this video before, right? How was I supposed to know that I was gonna block freaking Matt Pat's face and all that such? Okay. There we go. So let's move this back here. Put that back there. Oh my God, Gregor was mentioned. He's canon. Oh my God. Shadow, you can't be just dishing Tom down like that, man. Come on, man. You can't be just dishing him down like that. Like, come on, bro. You can't be doing him like that. All right. Let me go ahead and just move it back here.
Robot, he would live this entire time. What?
All right, there we go. All right, we're good. We're all set now. Gregory did what now? Gregory did what? That's crazy, bro. That's honestly crazy. Gregory's just insane, man. Gregory's absolutely insane. All right, let's go and keep playing the video.
Trolls you are.
So, yeah, as you can see, the lore of this game is a bit all over the place.
Oh, it
It's
is.
hard to know if these are meant to be just Easter eggs or whether they're legitimate lore. And I'm sure we could all argue about this till the animatronic cows come home. But instead, I figured we'd do something a little different. Rather than focusing on solving the lore of this game specifically, I wanted to try zooming out a little. Matt mentioned in a previous theory that the original 6 games are about the Afton family, their lives, their mistakes, their
all
deaths,
know
their
that.
resurrections, all of that stuff. But since then, we've begun being introduced to characters who, at some point or another, were impacted by the Afton family and their actions. Cassie in Ruin, her father in Help Wanted 2. This new era of FNAF is about the ripple effects caused by the Afton family. And I believe
Indeed
we're
it is,
being
and I'm
shown
loving it.
exactly
I'm
that
loving the
in
story
Into
that
the
we have
Pit.
within
And it all
modern
comes
times.
down to a single collectible, the Freddy mask.
The Freddy
Yep,
mask.
this one item is going to help us not only understand the themes Scott is presenting with modern FNAF, but also show us where it might be going in the future. How? Well, let's just pop in the second tape to find out.
Yes, sir. Let us watch the Team Theorists and Legacy, or what I say? Story Top Legacy Collection, that's what it said. Lee. Hello, Lee. Hello, good sir. Hello, baby. That's some nice music. Santi. What's up, Santi? It's a nice beard, buddy. Gosh, look at all them books. Jamming at that guitar. You're also reading books. Tortillas. Flour tortilla. Nice.
Embrace your legacy. The Legacy Collection featuring 4 new signature jackets and a range of flattering graphic tees is available now at lumenofficial.com.
Welcome back from the break. Thanks for sticking with us. Before we get too deep into the big meta stuff, we should probably go over the basics of this Freddy mask. During the game, you can explore multiple rooms in Oswald's house. One of the rooms is Oswald's attic, but on a random night, there's a chance that this Freddy mask will fall down when you
random
open
chance.
the hatch. This stood out as a strange detail because 1, it's not mentioned in the original book, but 2, Oswald doesn't really know who Freddy is. If you collect the toy Freddy item,
Oswald
he calls Freddy this thing rather than by his name. And then if you collect this mask specifically, he asks, why would anyone want to look like this thing? Not only does he not know who Freddy is, but he has no idea why anyone would want to look like
That's creepy
this.
for real.
Cannot be his mask, meaning it would have to belong to someone else in the house. Given their prominence in the game, my first thought was that it must belong to his dad. But when I realized that, there was just one thought running through my head. Is Oswald's dad Freddy Bro, the bully wearing the Freddy mask during the bite of 83. I definitely wasn't the only person thinking
the
this
bite of
either.
87?
Plenty of others online were quick to make this connection, but why? Why would the immediate assumption be that if Oswald's dad has a Freddy mask, then he must be this random character from FNAF 4?
Looks nothing like him.
Because this isn't the first time this has happened. In Ruin, Cassie was able to collect a Bonnie mask, and combining that with other details she gave us about her dad, like the fact his favorite character was Bonnie, and that he collected Fazbear memorabilia from the 80s, it led us to believe that Cassie's dad was another one of these bullies, Bonnie Bro. However...
Alright, hold on. Pause real quick. Let me just check one quick. Sorry for pausing. Hang on. Let me just... Oh, did not mean to do that. Hold on. Let me just check one thing real quick. I'm sorry for pausing. I'm sorry. The screen... Transform... Stretch screen. I'll just make sure that this is centered. My camera is good as well. Okay, sorry about that. I'll just make sure that everything was properly aligned. I apologize for pausing. Sorry about that. Alright, let's continue.
The mask alone does not a Freddy Bro make. There would obviously need to be other connections, and so the first question I asked myself was, does the timeline match up?
See, that's what I was wondering too. I was like, does the timeline match up, especially the universes as well too?
Details. The game doesn't tell us how old Oswald's dad is. All we know is that he's old enough to have a 10-year-old son. On the other side of things, while we don't have the exact ages, it seems pretty widely accepted that Michael and his bully friends are at least tweens when we see them in 1983.
8 to 12 years old.
So, for Freddy Bro and Oswald's dad to be the same person, Into the Pit would need to take place far enough in the future from 1983 where he could grow up, have a kid, and have the kid turn 10 years old, while also not being so far into the future that he becomes too unreasonably old to look.
So to be Oswald's dad, Freddy Bro needs to grow up and have a kid, raise kids for 10 years old, raise the kid to be 10 years old, and then after that point, not to be too old to look like Oswald's dad, because those are good points right there. And meanwhile, back to what he says, like, you know, we don't know what age he is, but he has to be old enough to have a 10-year-old son. And for the Freddy bullies, route two, like tweens between 8 through 12 years old. Because we had to figure they got to be at least around 8 to 12 years old, I would say, right? And then they were compared the mask and other things, well, here and there, GGY and all stuff. So far I haven't doing a lot of crazy pausing yet, though, but I just wanted to pause right here.
1983. You know? So for Freddy Bro and Oswald's dad to be the same
person,
that's
why I got that emoji.
Would need to take place far.
This is the secret reason why I made that Freddy mask emoji, all leading up to this moment right here. Hinting that towards Into the Pit all along, Finn plays.
Far enough in the future from 1983 where he could grow up, have a kid, and have the kid turn 10 years old, while also not being so far into the future that he becomes too
Yo, what's up, Murder Drones Theory? Hope today's going well. Welcome to today's stream. We're here reacting to Game Theories, Into the Pit, change the FNAF timeline.
The game is very explicit that Oswald is traveling back to 1985.
We all know that,
it's
1985.
never stated what year he starts in. In fact, Megacat Studios
the game never tells us
careful not
what
to
year
reveal
we're in the present.
Despite the calendar in the past giving us the month and year, the one in...
This theory is easy to debunk. The game isn't bro, like I said, let's finish watching the video first, and then you can say all that stuff. I'm like, bro, you gotta at least let the video play out first, and then you can give your reasons and all that, man.
Oswald's house during the present only shows the month, but there are a few details that slipped through the cracks, and I believe that they can help us figure out a rough range of dates
what are the details that slipped through the cracks?
Takes place. During the second day, you have the opportunity to look around Oswald's school, and in the second classroom, you can find several things hanging on the wall, like numbers, a sun clock, and a world map that seems a little
I've seen
broken.
the things,
Maybe
but
that's why
never
there's no
understood what
security breach.
What the other stuff. Like I understood what some things were,
Probably
but
a theory for another day. But just below
Barely
that very
habitable.
confusing map is the actually important detail: another calendar. Just like the one in our house, it tells us the month with no year. But there's one crucial difference. It has the days crossed out, with the final marked date on the calendar being August 16th. Now, as a Brit, I typically read my calendars as the first day being a Monday and the last day being a Sunday. That would make August 16th a Friday in this game. However, FNAF takes place in the US, and you guys use some weird calendars that start on a Sunday and end on a Saturday. I have no idea how this makes sense to you. It's called the weekend for a reason. Anyway, using this calendar system means that August 16th is a Thursday during the year the game takes place. There's only a few years after
the game takes place on Thursday,
where August 16th has been on a Thursday. 1990, 2001, 2007, 2012, and 2018. This immediately narrows down our search, but the range of dates still feels a little too large.
This is getting
We're
interesting.
currently spanning 3 whole decades. Plus,
calendar.
if the game took place sometime during those early dates, like 1990, it would be nearly impossible for Oswald's dad to have a 10-year-old son and be a teenage Freddy bro in 1983. So the search continues. My gut instinct was to look more closely at the technology being used. Tech's come a long way in the last 30 years,
Technology
so it
has
should be
evolved.
pretty easy to date. The piece of tech we have the most hands-on time with in this game is Oswald's dad's cell phone. Taking a look at it in your inventory, there's a comment from Oswald about how it's, quote, the saddest, most out-of-date model imaginable. And by today's standards, yeah, I definitely agree. So I did some research into older mobile phones, and after looking through multiple sites with every make and model of phone since the 1980s, I found this, the Nokia 6600, which is almost identical to the phone Oswald uses throughout the game. This phone was released in 2003, which means our most problematic timeline years of 1990 and 2001 are off the board. As for the other dates, I had to do a lot more digging than I anticipated. Scott and Megacat did a very good job keeping the world looking pretty ambiguous. I looked at washing machines, water fountains, blackboards, whiteboards, TVs, but all of them were either too generic to suggest a year, or the item is still being used in the modern day despite its age. Thankfully, my technology hunch came through once again, because during the game's final day, you get to go into the back of Jeff's pizza. And there, you could find Jeff sitting down at his computer. Taking a look at the screen, I immediately noticed something. The grey taskbar and window design is identical to the design of Windows 95, but actually that isn't what I noticed. Despite coming out in 1995, people do still run Windows 95 today. No, what I noticed was the size
you're good, no need to
his
apologize,
monitors,
dude. Thanks for being here.
specifically their
what's up,
aspect
FNAF? Hope today's
ratio.
going well.
Aspect ratio basically refers to the ratio between the height and the width of an object or video. For example, the video you're watching right now has an aspect ratio of 16 by 9, meaning for every 9 pixels of height, there are 16 pixels of width. Most standard TV shows and YouTube videos are made in this format, so naturally, most of our TVs and computer monitors are built to match that. But that wasn't always the case. Computer screens actually used to come in 2 different aspect ratios, 4 by 3 or 16 by 10. That was until 2008 when the modern 16 by 9 was introduced, and in 2010 they took over the market as the majority. So the question is, what size are Jeff's monitors? Of course, I whipped out the trusty pixel measurements, and I can confirm that Jeff's monitors are in fact modern 16 by 9 monitors, despite him still running Windows 95. Not sure you're gonna be getting the most out of those monitors, Jeff. I'm sure LTT would have some thoughts, but hey, you do you. That knocks 2007 out of the running, leaving us with 2012 and 2018, which for our purposes is actually more than enough. The fact the game can't take place in any of the years prior to 2012 means that from a timeline standpoint, it's definitely possible for Oswald's dad and Freddy Bro grow to be the same person. If he was a teenager in the 80s, by the 2010s, nearly 30 years have passed. So he'd definitely be old enough to have a kid of his own. However, even with that part of the timeline at least somewhat figured out, I realized I had a different problem. Sure, Oswald's dad could be the right age if he was a teenager in 1983, but that kind of relies on us assuming he's Freddy Bro to begin with, which isn't proof in and of itself. I needed more. I didn't just need the year of the game. I needed something that proved Oswald's dad was alive in the 80s. I looked through every inch of this game, but found nothing. So I did the only thing I could. I went back and reread the book. I know, who could have seen that coming? Now, I've read these books countless times, but each time I do, new details jump out to me. And with this new game fresh in my mind, I spotted this. Quote, Dad, how old were you in 1985? I was just a couple years older than you. All I could think about was how many quarters I had to spend at the arcade. Jeff's Pizza. Back before it was Jeff's Pizza, it was some kind of arcade, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, but it closed. At this point, we know that Jeff's Pizza was originally a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza back in 1985. So for Scott to remind us of that, as well as tell us that Oswald's dad spent all of his time in arcades like it during 1985, it's not a massive leap to assume that the two are connected. So not only was Oswald's dad alive during 1985,
Fredbear's wasn't an arcade place.
A lot of time.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, that is true because like we know it had like party rooms and like the animatronics and the pizza and performance and everything, but like because then this Freddy Fazbear's Pizza back in 1985 has an arcade area as well too. What FNAF Theory is this about? Like I know it's in the Pip one. So basically it's about like so far what we're getting out of this so far is like Into Pit changed the FNAF timeline, and what he means by that is that he's mainly talking about the Freddy mask that you find within FNAF Into the Pit, right? It's a random chance of like falling from the attic, like when you pick it up, right? At first, like the item like is like it's just normal tradable item, right? You think it wouldn't really hold any significance or just be just a reference as well too. But what Tom is saying is that this mask could have possibly belonged to Oswald's dad, and that Oswald's dad might have been the Freddy bully from FNAF 4 as well too. And right now he is comparing the two. He's comparing different like times and years and everything as well too, where how Oswald was when he had a kid as well too, right? Because what he was saying is that here I'll back it up once again. That way you can kind of take everything in. I got a better name for Into the Pain. Fredbear's Family Diner is most likely a small location. There will be no room for an arcade area. Yeah, I would say Fredbear's Family Diner was definitely more of a smaller location. I don't think we really have the room for arcades, But for But for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, I would say yeah.
Person. If he was a teenager in
But I'll back it up here.
The 80s, by the 2010s, nearly 30 years have passed. So he'd definitely be older.
So basically, if he was a teen in the 80s, and then now we're moving on to the 1980s, and then fast forward to 2010. Now, been 30 years later, he would be old enough to
have a kid of his own. However, even with that part of the timeline at least somewhat figured out, I realized I had a different problem. Sure, Oswald's dad could be the right age if he was a teenager in 1983, but that kind of relies on us assuming he's Freddy Bro to begin with, which isn't proof in and of itself. I needed more. I didn't just need the year of the game. I needed something that proved Oswald's dad was alive in the 80s. I looked through every inch of this game, but found nothing. So I did the only thing I could. I went back and reread the book.
I mean, if it was like a CC's Pizza, it could have the... Hey, if it was like CC's Pizza, then it could have those smart. I mean, like I said, if it's like very small, like in a compact area, because again, I remember when CC's Pizza was open in my area as well too, right? Like it had like the tables like in the middle, then you had like the food being served on the left side, and then you had the restrooms and the performance and everything, and then that's when you had all of the arcades like in a back room area as well too. And it didn't take much space to hold all those arcade areas as well too. I'm doing great, Transformers. Hope your day's going well too, sir. Thanks for being here. So again, we're just reacting to it. We're taking everything in, like kind of understand everything bit by bit. So basically, what he did was like he went back to the book and read stuff. In FNAF 4, we've seen a bit. We see a bit of Fredbear's no arcade to be seen, because that is true. We do see a bit of Fredbear's, but like there's no arcade to be seen.
This.
But like just because I didn't see one doesn't mean one couldn't existed. You know?
Dad, how old were you in 1985? I was just a couple years older than you. All I could think about was how many quarters I had to spend at the arcade. Jeff's Pizza. Back before it was Jeff's Pizza. It was some kind of arcade, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, but it closed. At this point, we know that Jeff's Pizza was originally a Freddy Fazbear's Pizza back in 1985. So for Scott to remind us of that, as well as tell us that Oswald's dad spent all of his time in arcades like it during 1985, it's not a massive leap to assume that the two are connected. So not only was Oswald's dad alive during 1985, but he spent a lot of time at Freddy's as well. But it gets better, because even though Oswald's dad was playing coy about his age, a couple of years is definitely something we can work with. Fun fact, there have actually been studies on what people mean when they say a couple of years. Traditionally, the word couple just meant two, but now it can basically mean anything from 2 to 8, although it tends to average out at around 3 to 4 years. If that's the case, then with Oswald being 10 during the story, Oswald's dad would have been roughly 13 to 14 during 1985, making him at least 40 for the earliest date we found, 2012. That is more than reasonable considering he has a 10-year-old son. But does that line up with the FNAF 4 bullies? Well, if Oswald's dad was 13 or 14 in 1985, that would mean that in 1983, 2 years earlier, he would have been 11 or 12. Now, we don't know the ages of Michael and his friends here, but we can make a pretty good educated guess. The average height of an 11 to 12-year-old boy is between 56 and 59 inches. And during the scene, we see them walk past a handful of dining tables, which usually measure in at around 30 inches tall. If you take a look, you'll see that the bullies are just shy of double the table's height, putting their height smack dab in the middle of the 56 to 59 average. Did we just find the ages of the FNAF 4 bullies? That was not the intention of this episode. And, you know, it's FNAF, so I'm not going to hold on to it too tightly, but it's definitely interesting to think about. And for our purposes today, it does mean that Oswald's dad would have been the perfect age in 1983. Combining that with his frequenting of Freddy's locations and owning the same mask, he's looking like a pretty good candidate for the identity of the Freddy Bro. It's more than just the timeline stuff too. A detail I always thought was odd was Oswald's affinity for drawing, quote, mechanical animals. He does this at the start of both the game and the book, and as we get more details, it turns out he's drawing characters like Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. But this is before he's even gone to Freddy's, and as I've already mentioned, at that point, Oswald doesn't know who these characters are. What's even weirder is these drawings don't play any part in the story whatsoever. So why are we being shown this? Because the start of a story is where you establish who your character is, their likes, dislikes, hopes, dreams, and their relationships. In this case, we're being shown that before this story about a Freddy Fazbear's even starts, this character, this family, has a connection to the Fazbear franchise. A connection Oswald may not fully understand, but one that his dad certainly does. But why does this matter? What does this fundamentally change for us and our understanding of this franchise? Well, it's once again showing us that this modern era of FNAF is widening our view on the world and the characters we look at, focusing on the knock-on effects of the Afton family and how the part these other characters played all led to them changing their ways. Cassie's dad being Bonnie Bro in Ruin was the first instance of this. Cassie tells us that he had a technician's Faz wrench, hinting that after the bite of 83, he grew up and became a technician so that he could stop any malfunction like the one he witnessed from ever happening again. Oswald's dad being Freddy Bro does the same thing. We learn that Oswald's dad used to work at the local mill before it shut down. Again, in true Scott fashion, he kept what type of mill this was vague in the story. I always imagined it was just your typical steel or wood mill, but in the game, we actually get to visit this mill. Or
this is getting interesting.
You get to visit the trash heap outside the mill. Although, this isn't any ordinary trash. I mean, some of it is, but next to the classic black bags, you can see a few recognizable Fazbear characters. The most obvious ones are Trash and the Gang from FNAF 6. Because, of course, the characters made from literal trash are hiding out in a dumpster.
Was that the theory of 87?
You can also find things like a toy Bonnie doll, a Bonnie mask, a Freddy head, and a couple of animatronic hands and feet. And these things do belong to the mill as well, because Oswald says that they've been sitting there ever since the factory closed down.
Dang,
this mill isn't just your typical mill. They were making parts for Fazbear Entertainment. Oswald's dad worked at this factory, so it seems like he grew up and started working at the local factory that made Fazbear parts to make sure that they were properly inspected, tested, and approved before being sent out. That way, no kid would ever suffer the same fate as Michael's brother due to a faulty part. For years, Michael, the Foxy Bro, was the only one of the bullies to truly try to atone for the mistake he made. He wasn't able to help his brother, but he tried to put his sister back together. And when he learned the truth about his dad from her, he went on a mission to finish him as well. But for almost a decade, the other 3 bullies basically got away with it. They just disappeared into the back of people's minds, never to be seen or heard from again. Now, here they are, showing up one by one and revealing to us that these events did change them. That just like Michael, they too are trying to atone for what they did back in 1983. And this theory works regardless of whether you think Into the Pit and the books are 100% canon,
it does work.
Oswald's dad is literally Freddy Bro, or whether you believe he's just a parallel for a grown-up Freddy Bro. The theme is still the same. This era of FNAF is about the ripple effects of the Aftons and the atonement of the FNAF 4 bullies. Scott is trying to wrap up loose ends that were left dangling for years. He's giving us a little more insight into characters that up until now have basically...
Because I will pause right here and I will say, like, even though guys don't agree with this whole thing, because we have to remember that the books are parallels to the games, right? So it could be where it's like, even though Oswald's dad may not be the FNAF 4 bully kid, right? And we know that Into the Pit takes place in its own universe, right? Basically, what's happening in the Pit kind of give us an idea of like what is actually happening to, like, you know, like what has become the Freddy bully and you know, in the FNAF, you know, the canon FNAF games and timeline as well too, right? Yo, what's up, Wolf? Hope your day's going well. Welcome to stream. Good to see you, Wolf. But I'll let it keep playing out.
Basically been one-dimensional. Both Bonnie Bro and Freddy Bro were just bullies. Mean kids that thought it would be funny to shove Mike's little brother into the mouth of an animatronic he was terrified of. But now, we're being shown that they didn't stay those one-note cruel bullies after that. That just like Michael, they were haunted by what they did, and were doing whatever they could to make up for it. We see during the end of the game that Oswald's dad deeply cares about his son. He's no longer the awful bully. He's kind and loving, just wanting to provide for his family. And before the factory shut down, he was trying to stop the same horrifying incident happening again. Just like Bonnie Bro did as a technician, and just like Foxy Bro did when he put an end to dear
father, indeed.
Old Dad. So theorists, when the next FNAF game does come out, one that isn't a prequel anyway, make sure you keep an eye out for a Chica mask. I have a feeling whoever it belongs to might have an important story.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I literally was just about to say that too, man. About the Chica mask and everything. I literally just about to say that.
When the next FNAF game does come out, one that isn't a prequel anyway, make sure you keep an eye out for a Chica mask. I have a feeling whoever it belongs to might have an important story to tell.
Absolutely, because it's interesting, because again, with the Foxy mask, it tells us about, like, you know, Michael's story, right? The Bonnie mask tells about, like, you know, Jeremy's story. The Freddy mask talks about, like, you know, the Freddy bully story as well too, right? Whether being, like, you know, the Freddy bully is Oswald, is Oswald's dad, or it's someone else entirely. And then now we have to be on the lookout for the Chica bully and see how they got affected by the Afton family's actions now too.
But hey, that's...
Have we got a peachy deal for you? Theorist Legacy Collection has Dead Peach, with shirts inspired by your favorite theories, including Dead Peach. We're talking Dead Peach, Dead Peach, Dead Peach. So much Dead Peach that we're putting you into a Dead Peach overdrive. Their Dead Peach is in another casket. Your Dead Peach is limited edition. What time is it? Dead Peach o'clock. What's your favorite theory? Dead Peach. Duh. There are other shirts too, but you can't get more Dead Peach than this. But hey, that's just a Dead Peach.
That's just a Dead Peach, bro. He didn't say the line. He didn't say that's just a theory, a game theory. That is a crime. Sir, that is a crime. You didn't say the words. You didn't say that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching. You didn't say the line. I'm just kidding. But obviously just promoting the merch and everything. Okay, so after watching all this is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting. So, first off, what are your guys' thoughts about this whole theory in general as well too, right? Let me yeah, I don't know why. I'm not sure if, because I saw black bar lines on the sides. I'm not sure if that's just, because I swear I'm trying to make sure like my display screen is actually like centered. Like, because I did double check my display screen as well too. Hold up, I swear I did. Like, I made sure to double check multiple times, make sure my display screen was transformed and center and stretched and everything too. I don't know why I'm so paranoid about this stuff though. But let me switch back though. But first off, I'll go and scroll back. We'll just scroll back to the beginning right here, to the heart, where show It's a Pit getting some love, right? Just for that, the theory isn't correct. You're like, you know what, Tom? You know what, Tom? Just because you did say that's just a theory, a game theory, your theory is wrong. It's not valid. You are wrong, sir. You are totally wrong about your whole theory. But let me see what y'all guys are saying. The FNAF lore, 1,000 pages. The FNAF lore, if William Afton was not a murderer, 5 pages, pretty much. I knew Matt Pat retirement was a bad idea. Look at this, MF not saying the famous line. I'm like, how could you not say the famous line? What's up, Restore Myself? Hope your day's going on. Long time no see, dude. Second worst theory he made so far. I wouldn't say it's the worst theory, but like, it's interesting. I don't know. I wasn't here to watch your good. It's $98. That's sure, by the way. Is it? There's no way it's $98. The theory is no longer valid, amigo. Oh my god, bro. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, for starters, I would say for me, it's going good. How have you been? I've been pretty good, man. So, we recently celebrating hitting over 15,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? Soon enough, we'll be hitting over 16,000. Again, I've been playing like a game like Black Moon Wukong as well too. Also, keep up to date like, you know, with streams, you know, shorts, community posts as well too. And I'm currently brainstorming some long video ideas as well too. So again, I'm brainstorming some ideas, and you know, I'm working hard, staying positive as well too. But overall, you know, doing good in life, working, you know, in school as well too. So I can't complain. If you don't say it's a theory, then it's not a theory. Zach, if you don't say it's not a theory, it's not a theory. You're about to hit 16,000, just a few more, yeah. Thank you for storing myself. Appreciate it again. You know, hard work, positivity, motivation, just, you know, being consistent. All those factors definitely play into, like, you know, really growing an awesome YouTube channel. As well too, guys. So, yeah. For starters, I would say this theory is very interesting. The Freddy mask is just a reference, just like Gregory, Paper Pals, and Trash of the Gang. It has nothing to do with the lore and the game. Ron says, hey, bro, what's up? I'm back. Welcome back, Ron. Thanks for being here. Restored says, yeah. So, I would say for starters for this, like, it's interesting. It's an interesting theory. John said, yo, what's up, John? Long time to see, buddy. Hope you have a good day so far. Thanks for smashing that like button. Whoa, almost 16K already? That's insane. Yeah, it's insane how fast we're growing. It's like every single day we've just been growing like crazy, you know? Like people, you know, watching the shorts, check out the long-lived videos, and, you know, sharing the channel. Like, it really does go a long way. And again, I know that I've been a little lacking on long-lived videos, because again, it's been over a month since I uploaded a long-lived video, but it's like I've been wanting to get out shorts videos and streams and community posts and everything. Like, I'm overall trying to balance out the amount of content I put on my YouTube channel anyway, so again, please forgive me. I am doing the best I can to, like, get videos out, but I know that, you know, I'm not going to rush anything. I'm going to take my time with it, and I'm going to make sure that whatever I do put out for y'all is going to be enjoyable for everyone. And so I'll make sure the video is, you know, awesome, great, well edited, put together, and it's enjoyable. Again, take your time. Again, I appreciate you telling me that, and, you know, reminding me, just, like, take your time. Just because I haven't gotten a video out in over a month or so doesn't mean I should be ashamed or, like, you know, be, you know, punishing myself as well too, right, for not being able to get a video out for the appropriate amount of time. I forgot what Spring Bunny says in its pit. He says a lot of things. He says, you'll fit in with the others. Even if I don't get you now, I always come back. He says a lot of lines. He also laughs and coughs as well too, so he does a lot. Take your time, mate. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you guys so much for telling me to take my time. I really do appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys' love support. See, I love it when we all come together as a community and, you know, lifting each other up with positivity and greatness, you know. John says, I'm going to renew my membership supporter on your YouTube channel on my payday Monday, 16th of September, 2024 with free gifted memberships. Make sure you all hit allow gifted memberships. Thanks for letting us know about that, John. We appreciate you. Ron says, bro, I'm walking up Security Breach and or you're playing Security Breach and I'm very confused how you're saying that. You're working on Security Breach and you're playing in Spit. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't follow. What's up, Cerebral? Yo, Cerebral, thanks for the member for 7 months. Let's get some W's in chat for Cerebral, everybody. Super, I need your newest video out now. Forget taking your time. You're like, I need videos to watch right now. So, okay. The way I see this, first of all, I think this theory is great. It's very interesting, right? I'm not going to be saying, like, you know, the Freddy mask could hint for a future game Steel will make. So here's the way I see it. The way I see it is that this is a great theory. It's awesome. The editing's on point. They really took their time with it, right? Tom did a really great job. Again, you know, even though, like I said, for other people who say, like, oh, it's not Matt Pat, you know, didn't say the model as well too, right? Tom doing the best he can, right? So obviously, I'm keeping an open mind. I'm being positive about it. Yo, what's up, NNA? Hope day's going well. We just wrapped up our reaction for this. I mean, again, it was mainly just like listening, but also discussing as well too. But I was also reacting. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. I like the connections. Like I said, Tom definitely made a bunch of interesting connections as well too. Like, we know how the fact that, like, you know, we know that Into Pit is based off the first Faster Frights book, Into the Pit, obviously, right? And that, you know, this game definitely gives a tons of, like, you know, references and Easter eggs and lore as well, too. Like, you know, like GGY, the Paper Pals, you know, the Freddy masks as well, too. Like, there's a whole bunch of references and everything that's going on in this game. Hello, can you make more like you? I don't follow. What do you mean make more like me. Into the Pit is made by Mega Cat Studios. The only games that'll be canon and has major lore to the games will be Steel Wolf Studios. You're right. Can you make more live streams? Oh, I do make more live streams, Ron. Like I said, I go live Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays every single week, Ron. So again, that's my streaming schedule. But the days I'm not streaming, I'm either working on shorts videos, community posts, or videos for you guys, and or typing up scripts. So either way, I am working. I am busy behind the scenes. So again, if you want to tune into my live streams, Ron, again, the days I stream are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays every single week, and we start those streams between 8 through 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Memberships, click on the join button. There is 3 dots going down. Click on that. Go down is where it says get the settings. Make sure it is turned on. That's how you do it, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for letting us know, John. Appreciate your kindness, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, today is Sunday. Yeah, the reason why today's Sunday, Kiri, the reason why I'm streaming on the Sunday is because I would have streamed yesterday, but yesterday was just such a super busy day for me, right? Had stuff, going on around the house, and I worked all day, and then, was resting, getting stuff done, and I just didn't have time to do a stream, and I was super tired, so I just had a very busy day yesterday, so I didn't have time to stream at all yesterday, which is why I'm making up for it for today's stream, as well, too. That's why I'm doing a stream today. Have you played Security Breach? Oh, I've been playing Security Breach. I played Security Breach when it came out on, I didn't play it, on day 1, but, I played it, of its, the second week of its release is when I played it, Ron. Again, I got every single ending, every single collectible, right? Explored the Pizza Plats, played the Room DLC, made theory videos, both long-lived, shorts videos, did live streams, all that, Ron. So again, I'm way ahead of the ball game, dude. Me and my friend are replaying, Resident Evil, oh god, hang on. I swear, YouTube always blocks them freaking comments every single time, and I hate that. Me and my friend are replaying RE Sid's doing all the character story. Nice. Have you played Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, Ruin? I have, Ron. Super has no life when it comes to FNAF. I have no life. No life whatsoever. Okay. But I want to go and get back to theorizing discussion, give my whole initial thoughts about all this, right? Because, again, I always knew, with that Freddy mask, right? It always kind of threw me off how it was just, stored in the attic, right? Just almost to be forgotten, never to be seen or, heard of as well too. And that is until Oswald finds it. And again, when Oswald does draw those characters, he has no idea why he's drawing those characters. He just is. But, even though Oswald and Oswald's mom has no clue or no history about Freddy Fazbear's, right? Or Fazbear Entertainment at all, Oswald's dad does. And because we have to remember, the game is based off the book as well too. So here's the way I see it. Well, I do think that, I think, I get why you're guys saying, there's more references. That's why it is in the game, possibly hinted for future games. Scott does that sometimes. Again, I think it's, because we know Scott definitely likes to put a lot of references in these other FNAF games, other things here and there, which kind of gives us, hints towards future games that he's working on, right? Kiwi says, have you played God of War Ragnarok? Sorry, that's about, no, you're perfectly fine. I played God of War Ragnarok, both the main game and the DLC. I streamed the main game, but I never streamed the DLC. I decided to play the DLC off stream just for fun, just to have fun with the game. But yeah, good question, though. Good question. So, again, I think my thoughts overall for this whole theory, everything presented is yeah, it's an appropriate age for Oswald's dad to be the FNAF the Freddy bully from FNAF 4. When when he helped out with the obviously he didn't lift up the kid, but they were bullying Michael's youngest brother a crying child as well too, and they brought him up to Fredbear, and Fredbear had a malfunction, and the Bite of 83 happened as well too, and obviously they were all kind of helping, obviously the Bonnie bully and Michael definitely they lift up the kid and up the Fredbears, but they were kind of just there just make sure that the child wouldn't get away as well too, the crying child. So like I said, all of them all the FNAF 4 bullies, Michael, Jeremy, Oswald's dad in this case, right? And, the Chica bully as well, too. Yeah, I already played Into the Pit, Ron. I already played all those games, man. Again, I stay up to date on all these games, Ron, to make sure that, I play them, have fun, and then make videos on them for you guys to watch and enjoy, Ron. But yeah, like I said. So, but, it's interesting. He makes a lot of good connections here, right? Because, again, why would anyone want to look like this thing, right? We trade it for the firecracker as well, too. We're going to kind of skip the roll. I'm kind of skipping through. We know Oswald's a 10-year-old boy. Jumped to the pit. Sends it back to time in 1985. Plays with, with Chip and Mike, and there's a bunch of kids here. We see the animatronics. And, dead kids and Spring Bonnie as well, too. Right? Because kind of sort of skipping through. This game does provide a lot of lore. Again, it brings a lot of references.
Messy. This game is full of references from all...
Because, again, we got the Paper Pals from FNAF 2.
Across the FNAF universe. Fazbear Fright.
We have, the Fazbear... We have this little golden statue being a reference to the Fazbear Frights book, Kids That Play.
Stories, the...
Prankster.
Games, the graphic...
Oh, what was that drawing?
References from all
I think that was for the
across the
book.
FNAF universe. SUSBCRIBE Fright Stories, the
Oh, that was quick. No, that was from FNAF 1. That's a FNAF 1 reference. Okay.
games, the graphic
FNAF the Pit, that picture right there being the the silver eyes right there.
novels, the FNAF
FNAF, showing the airplane being the reference to the FNAF movie back in 2023.
movie. Oh, and then there's this.
Wow.
And then GGY. Wow, whoever GGY has a top score on every game. They must be really good. Because it makes you think. It really does make you.
I mean, technically, if Gregory were a robot, he would live this entire time. What trolls you are.
If Gregory was a robot, he would live through all of this. The main reason this theory is debunked is because Into the Pit has nothing to do with the FNAF timeline like the other books. They're always separate and won't connect to each other. Because again, I was pointing at as well too. I pointed at the beginning of the stream. I was like, well, it does seem possible that Oswald's dad, because the moment I saw that mask, I instantly put two together what this theory is gonna be about. It's gonna be about Oswald's dad being the Freddy bully from FNAF 4, right? Help out with the Bite 3, and he didn't cause actions like the Atom family's actions are now affecting the other people in their families as well too, right? The Bonnie bully, the Chica bully, and the Freddy bully as well too, right? So can you speedrun all the FNAF games, including security? Again, maybe a little bit later on down the line of my YouTube career, Ron. But again, thanks for sharing the idea, though, man. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I want a chair stream. I might bring back a chair stream one day, man. The main reason this theory, okay, I already read that. My fault.
Oh, yeah. So, as you can see, the lore of this game is a bit all over the place.
Yeah, but like I said, the lore, because I was thinking about making a theory for Into the Pit, but I'm like, the lore is so, obviously I made an Into the Pit shorts video theory. Well, not made a bunch of, I guess pretty much a theory, I would say, right? But again, the lore is all over the place for this game, dude. It's like, where do you even begin with it? Where do you even begin with it at all? Like, we find a ton of references and Easter eggs, and we got the main story from, Into Pit being based off, the first Fast with Frights Went to the Pit, and how they make it is, instead of being just, because in the book, it's, one whole, day and night thing, right? But for the game itself, they do, day 1, night 1, and then do that for 2, 3, 4, and 5, I know probably asked this 1 million times, but Netstream play Human Fall. I don't know what Human Fall Flat is. Again, there's some games I'm focusing on right now, Curie. Again, I got Black Blue Wukong. I got a FNAF Security Breach Evil Freddy mod series. I got continued through, and then stuff for Roblox and other videos. Which there's so much stuff that I'm busy with, dude. But I'm trying to do the best I can to balance out everything between playing games, taking your guys' suggestions, working on theory videos, and other things. So again, it's hard, but I'm trying to do the best I can to balance out everything. I also said being the Freddy bully will be very unlucky. In Freddy's bully's design, it's completely different from Oswald's dad. They look nothing like each other. Again, because as a kid, because obviously when you're a kid and then you grow up to be an adult, your appearance does change as well as your hair as well. So you have to keep that in mind. Bot says, you probably don't remember me, bro. Changed my name many times, but how's it going, bro? It's going fantastic, my friend. I hope you're having a great day so far. Like I said, man, we hit over, recently, celebrated, hitting 15,000 subscribers, man, making some FNAF videos. One of my shorts videos reached over 1.5 million views, dude. Again, we're growing every single week, man, being, consistent and active with the community, back in school, and I'm just working. It's in short, lots of great things happening, man. But how's your life been going, bot? Dave, 42,069 of asking Super to play. Wow. Totally not representing that one dude from back in the day of PS4, PS5. Oh, World of Warcraft. Oh my God. Literally, there was one viewer, chat. There was literally this one viewer, way back in the day when I was doing Fortnite and Minecraft and other games. Literally every single time I start a stream, the first 30 seconds to a minute, literally there was one line that this person would say. He would say, play World of Warcraft, or can you play World of Warcraft or play World of Warcraft? Literally, those were the only words that he said. He didn't say hello. He said, what's up, Super? How's it going? Literally, those were the only words that man has ever said to me. I'm just like... And literally, he did that for a while, then dude disappeared, then maybe 6 months later, does it again, and then the last time he did that was another 6 months later. I'm like, what the flip? What is up with this guy? What's up, Nasira? I'm like, it's just so crazy. No, I'm 22 and everyone says I have a baby face. I mean, if you took my mustache and my little beard away, people say, oh, it's a baby face. What's up, Juan? Nasira, hope your day's going well. Wait, what happened? Nothing happened. You're good. I was simply explaining a whole thing where there's this one guy, this one World of Warcraft player, or this one person that will tell me to play World of Warcraft every single stream, but I was I wasn't interested in the game. I was thinking about it, but now I was like, nah, I'm just not interested. And literally, Those were the only words he ever said. He never said hi, he never said what's up, Super, hope your day's going well, man. Says that, and then disappears for 6 months, says that line, disappears for another 6 months, and like, that is it, man. That is literally it, dude. So, again, it's crazy. But again, let's continue to let this play out.
And I'm sure we could all argue about this till the
Again, there's Easter eggs versus real world.
animatronic cows come home. But instead, I figured we'd do something a little different. Rather than focusing on solving the lore of this
Because again, so rather than solving the lore of the game, he decides to, like, you know,
game
take a step
specifically,
back.
I wanted to try zooming out a little. Matt mentioned in a previous theory that the original 6 games are about the Afton family, their life.
Yep, that much is clear. We know the first. Let me back up.
Matt mentioned in a previous theory that the original 6 games are about the Afton family.
Like, that much is clear. We know that the 6 main games of the FNAF timeline, right? FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, FNAF 4, FNAF 5, FNAF 6. We know that this game is about the Afton family. You know, William Afton, the crying child, Michael Afton, you know, Michael putting his sister back together, right? And then we know that we get, like, you know, the establishment's being burnt down. We know Michael becomes a purple guy. William Afton gets Springlock, becomes Springtrap, right? Crying Child and Cassidy, you know, possessing Golden Freddy as well too. And again, we have the, like, you know, the fire happening within FNAF 6, like, you know, the souls being, you know, put to rest and free and everything. The skin fine is also different in the way they are built in Freddy Bullying. Again, we're gonna look at that as well too. I'll look at that again.
Family, their lives, their mistakes, their deaths, their resurrections, all of that stuff. But since then, we've begun being introduced to characters who, at some point or another, were impacted by the Afton family and their actions.
In this case, like, you know, Vanessa was affected. Cassie.
Ruin, her father in Help Wanted 2. This new era of FNAF is about the ripple effects caused by the Afton family. And I believe we're being...
And again, I like where we're at now. Like, I love how, like, the first 6 games were based off, like, the Afton family and their actions. And now, like, the modern games that we're getting nowadays, like Help Wanted 2, Security Breach, Ruin, and, you know, Secret of Mimic and everything else, it's going to be based off, like, you know, these games are based off, like, you know, the actions of, like, you know, the Athens family's actions affecting the other people, like, in their lives as well too, like, you know, the bullies, like the bully kids that we have as well too, and how, like, you know, them as a person and their families are getting affected by all this.
Being shown exactly that in Into the Pit. And it all comes down to a single collectible, the Freddy mask.
The Freddy mask.
This one item is going
FNAF 2 isn't really about the Athens. I mean, it is, but, like, well, basically, like, if you think about it, because I get what you're saying, because I think if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but in FNAF 2, night 1 through 6, you play as, don't you play as Jeremy Fritz, I believe? But then, on night 7, we play as Michael Afton on night 7, and we know he burns down the locations, FNAF 1, 2, and 3 locations. We know that Michael Afton does burn them down. Yeah, Jeremy Fitzgerald. Not Jeremy Fritz. Jeremy Fitzgerald. We know that Jeremy Fitzgerald plays FNAF 2 I believe it's night 1 through 6. Isn't that right, chat? Jeremy Fitzgerald plays FNAF 2. Like, we play as Jeremy in FNAF 2 on night 1 through, because I think of the 6th night he dies, but on the 7th night we play as Michael Afton. William was there in FNAF 2. Yeah, William was there. So that is right. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. So in FNAF 2, night 1 through 6, we play as Jeremy, but we know on the 6th night, Jeremy does die. And again, because again, there was, like, you know, we have the bite of 83, and then we know that, you know, it's most like that Mangold was the one who did the bite of 87, right? Because we know that Jeremy died as well too, right, due to the bite of 87. And then on night 7, Michael becomes the new security guard for the FNAF 2 location, right? And he burns it down. Yeah, well, there are minigames in FNAF 2. Because we got, like, you know, the give gifts, give life, right? Isn't there, like, also a go Fotsy minigame as well too? And I mean, there's definitely a bunch of minigames within FNAF 2. There's definitely a bunch of minigames in FNAF 2. There is for sure. But again, back to what...
To help us.
Because basically, he's, like, taking the... We're going to go and skimper through all this. I'm like, what is this we're looking at, man? The loading. I'm like, the loading takes forever. Skip on through. Alright.
On a random night, there's a chance.
Isn't that for... or maybe... Well, we know the give life minigames in FNAF 2. Maybe the Go-Go... I'm gonna take that back. I think the Go-Go Fotsy minigame might be FNAF 3. I'm sorry. The Go-Go Fotsy minigame might be FNAF 3, actually. Let me actually look that up. Let me look up all the FNAF 2 minigames. Let me do that. FNAF 2 minigames. So all the FNAF 2 minigames that we do have that are in FNAF 2, we have the Save Them minigame, we have the Give Gifts, Give Life minigame, Take Cake to the Children. Nope, Foxy Go 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 minigame is FNAF 2. It is a FNAF 2 minigame. I knew it was. I knew it. I knew it was. I know what I'm talking about. I knew what I was talking about. I knew it. I knew that was the case. I was right. Because look here, I'll even show up on screen as well too. I'll show up on screen as well too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my full camera for now. I'm gonna bring up another link real quick. I'll pull up all the FNAF 2 minigames as well too. Okay, so if I go back here and go here, right? As you can see, here are all the minigames within FNAF 2, right? So FNAF 2. We have the Save Them minigame where the player controls Freddy Fazbear by using WASD, right? We also have the Give Gifts, Give Life minigame, which we all know that you place the puppet and, you know, give life to the animatronics, right? We have the Take Cake to the Children minigame, Foxy Go Go Go. So it's not Go 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 Foxy, it's Foxy Go Go Go. I don't know why I got that backwards, I'm sorry. So you have the Foxy Go 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 minigame, and I think that's just about all the minigames. Yeah, so you have Foxy Go Go Go, Take Cake to the Children, Give Gifts, Give Life, and Save Them. So those are all the FNAF 2 minigames right there, y'all. So back to here, right?
Chance that this Freddy mask will fall down when you open the hatch.
But see, this thing, like, because with the Freddy mask, again, that's by chance, not always guaranteed.
This stood out as a strange detail because, one, it's not mentioned in the original book, but...
Because that is true, because, like, in the book, they never mention a Freddy mask, but the fact that they put it in the game... Because that's also an interesting connection you have to think about as well, too, because, like, when I read the Fazbear Fried Spoken to Pit, when I read this, right, I never remember there being a Freddy mask, like, being involved in this as well, too. But in the game, the fact that we see this in the game is interesting. And again, while some of y'all guys believe it is a reference, I think, well, some of you guys also saying it could be a connection or to, like, you know, a hint towards what we could see in a future FNAF game. So to, like, what we could see happen. Like, while we do have, like, while we got in, like, you know, games, like, you know, while we got in Help Wanted 2, and while we got the Room DLC and Help Wanted 2 revolving a lot with, like, Cassie's dad being, you know, the Bonnie bully from FNAF 4 as well, too, right? Perhaps we could see, like, a future game, a canon FNAF game made by Steel Studios as well, kind of cover stuff for, you know, the Chica, well, like I said, not obviously, but the Freddy, like I said, the Freddy bully, but also the Chica bully as well, too. Nothing to do with the Aftons, though. Nothing to do with the Aftons, you say? I mean, like I said, obviously, like, not exactly with the Aftons, but, like, just, again, we know that the Aftons family's actions affected other people and their lives as well, too, you know? We have to keep that in consideration.
2, Oswald doesn't really know who Freddy is.
Because we know Oswald doesn't know who Freddy is. He doesn't...
And then if you collect the toy Freddy item, he calls Freddy this thing.
Even the toy of this thing looks creepy.
Rather than by his name. And then if you collect this mask specifically, he asks, why would anyone want to look like this thing? Not only does he not know who Freddy is, but he has no idea why anyone would want to look like him. This cannot be his mask.
Yeah, because we know that obviously does belong to Oswald, has belonged to Oswald's dad, and then people made a connection here, because I can see...
the Freddy mask during the bite.
I'm trying to pause the scene where he brings up Oswald's dad in the FNAF 4
definitely wasn't the only person thinking this either. Plenty of others online were quick to make this connection.
I feel like this is the general consensus of the identity of the FNAF 4 bullies, but who do y'all think the Chica bully could be? Do y'all think he even... Do you think he'll even have any lore significance? Oswald's dad is Freddy, bro. Oswald's dad isn't who he seems. But like, a lot of people were making a lot of theory videos and other things. Why
would the immediate assumption be that if Oswald's dad has a Freddy mask, then he must be this rat?
Because see, when we look at their builds and everything, like, because the hair color here, the hair color for Oswald's dad here is like slightly darker compared to the bully's hair here. Is like, it's a lighter brown, you know. And again, like the builds and everything as well too. Like there is quite a bit of difference of builds when it comes to these two characters. Let me refresh chat real quick and everything. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Just refreshing a few things. Forgive me. Checking a few things here. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, sorry about that, chat. I was quickly refreshing a few things right here too. My bad. So, okay, yeah, because again, when we look at them, when we look at the builds of these characters, well, too, again, their hair colors are different. But then again, though, there are instances where like children's hair color and everything, like, well, let it be like, you know, in this case, between the tweens, right, 8 to 12 years old, like their hair color may start off like this, but maybe as they get older, like the hair color does get darker as well too. Kiri says the Into the Pit bunny dude. You can just start putting Home Alone traps around the place and then trapping and you defeat the bunny dude. Yeah, there you go. Just do that. Easy peasy. Well, I'm not sure if something like that will really even stop the Yellow Rabbit. You know, the Yellow Rabbit is built different, bro. Bro is like super strong, has agony and everything such. So I'm not sure if a couple house traps would merely just stop a Yellow Rabbit trying to, like, you know, trying to chase you and kill you and all that such. You know, I'm not sure if that will really do anything. Or just get a rocket launcher. Where on earth is a 10-year-old going to get a rocket launcher to take down a Yellow Rabbit, bro? Take down Stream Bunny. Like, where's a 10-year-old boy going to get a rocket launcher from, bro?
Random character from FNAF 4. Well, because this isn't the first time this has happened.
And of course, we know this is the first time. Because again, because first, a lot of people were confused as to why we saw the Fati mask and the the Bonnie mask right here too, and Ruin DLC. And again, especially with the Lunchbox Bonnie was my dad's favorite. Again, these are all thoughts going through Cassie's head, right? So we know that the moment that we had the mask right here, and the vintage Lunchboxes
was Bonnie, and that he collected,
and that Cassie's dad's favorite character being Bonnie as well too.
Fazbear memorabilia from the 80s. It led us to believe that Cassie's dad was another one of these bullies, Bonnie Bro.
Yep, that was a connection we made there. And again, a lot of people are in agreement with we're all in agreement for that right there. That Cassie's dad was the Bonnie bully from FNAF 4, trying to make up for his sins of what he's done in the past, but making sure what happened in 83 never happens ever again in the present. Yeah, because obviously that's confirmed. Yeah.
However, mask alone does not a Freddy Bro make. There would obviously need to be other connections, and so the first question I asked myself was, does the timeline match up? It sounds simple enough, but we're actually missing a number of crucial details. The game doesn't tell us how old Oswald's dad is.
Because again, the game doesn't tell us how old he is, and we don't know what current time period we're in as well too. All we know is that when we do go back in time, we go back to 1985, where before Jess Pizza was Jess Pizza used to be Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
All we know is that he's old enough to have a 10-year-old son. On the other side,
because we know he's old enough to have a 10-year-old son. John says, "Is it midnight here?" What means is that it is midnight here, which means it is Monday morning here in the UK. That's interesting. Again, I like how so many people have different time zones, and watching this at different time zones, the stream and everything is super cool.
Side of things, while we don't have the exact ages, it seems pretty widely accepted that Michael and his bully friends are at least tweens when we see them in 1983.
Yeah, we know they have to be at least around between 8 through 12 years old back in 1983.
So, for Freddy Bro and Oswald's dad to be the same person, Into the Pit would need to take place far enough in the future from 1983 where he could grow up, have a kid, and have the kid turn 10 years old, while also not being so far into the future that he becomes too unreasonably old to look the...
And then at that point, not be too old to look like Oswald. Because see, that much you have to think, because again, this is the same incident with with Bonnie Bro, from FNAF 4 and everything, and then connecting all the details and confirm that Cassie's dad is the Bonnie bully from FNAF 4. It was always the age thing as well too, because if Bonnie Bro was around say anywhere between 8 through 12 years old back in 1983, and we have to remember what years does the security breach take place in? Not every FNAF 4 bully will have a kid. I don't think not every single FNAF 4 bully will have a kid. I mean, Michael Afton didn't have any kids. We know that. Michael Afton didn't have any kids. We know that the FNAF 4, we know that the Bonnie, Bonnie bully, aka Jeremy, right? We know he had a kid, that being Cassie, right? That's his daughter. And then, in this case for the Freddy bully, seeing how Tom was saying that Freddy bully is Oswald's dad, and that also dad is old enough to have a 10-year-old kid, or have a kid, and for that kid to grow up to be 10 years old. Yeah, there's a lot of Jeremys in the game. There's Jeremy Fitzgerald. We got I'm curious, how many Jeremys are in? How many Jeremys do we got? How many Jeremys do we have? FNAF Jeremy. I'm gonna say Jeremys. How many Jeremys do we have? Because there's Jeremy Fitzgerald. Are there any other Jeremys? Or I'll just say this. I'll just say, how many Jeremys are in FNAF. Here we go. There's the question right there. How many Jeremys have? So Jeremy is the third character in the franchise to have a name Jeremy. The other two are Jeremy Fitzgerald, the night guard for FNAF 2, and the one, the murdered children specific. Yeah, because we know Jeremy is one of the murdered children. We know Jeremy Fitzgerald was one of the night guards, and we know that there's a Jeremy who is a FNAF, who is also the Bonnie bully from FNAF 4. So there's three. Yeah, because there's the kid that possesses Bonnie. There's the kid that possesses Bonnie, there's the night guard, and then we have Jeremy here, who's the FNAF 4 bully. So yeah, we have 3 Jeremys in total. 3 Jeremys. John says, it is my payday, or today is my payday. I'm just waiting to get paid into my bank account, my bank details today, so I can renew my membership supporter on support YouTube channel with free gift memberships. And again, thanks for that, John. I appreciate your kindness, buddy. Thank you very much for that. So yeah, 3 Jeremys in total right there. So again, and I made a whole theory video, way back in the day where I think this theory video. Let me actually look that up. Actually, let me actually go to my channel. Hold on. Let me just do this. I'm gonna quickly pull up a tab for my channel real quick, because I made a theory video way back in the day, discussing who is Cassie's dad. It was a theory I made way back in the day, but hold on right now. So this theory video I made this theory video like over a year ago as well too, though. I made this theory video way a while ago. For those who are OG, for those who were around for a very long while when I made this video as well too, right? Basically, I was kind of talking about, so I'll kind of let this video play out, and then I'll kind of explain what I'm saying here in this video. How many membership supporters you have total for? I think I have around 20, 30, John. So I'm not worried about that too much. I'm just grateful for what I have, man.
With Rune DLC being out for a few days, there's been lots of things to discover from the game.
And again, please forgive my fast talking, but we're going to let this play out, and we're going to compare to the other stuff that Tom talked about. What is the music called that is playing when your webcam is on full screen? That is music I get from Epidemic Sound. I forgot, but it's a subscription that I pay for. I pay $15 a month where I get over 1,000 plus musics, sound effects, and everything as well too. But I'll get back to you on that in just a second. But
itself, from secrets to the lore to the endings and much more. But of course, FNAF being FNAF, we're left with more questions than answers. But there's been one question that we've been just all curious about ever since we played the DLC. Who was Cassie's father? Well, I believe after going back into the main game and gathering enough evidence, I believe I have a potential answer as who Cassie's father could be. So that being said, let's get right into it.
So again, forgive my fast talking, but since then I got way better to slow down my talking. But way back then, I was a fast talker, so please forgive me.
Now I know there's actually not a lot of information based to go off of who her father is, but by going to the game itself and taking the implications of when he is mentioned, we can kind of gather bits and pieces of evidence as to who her father could be. Kicking things off in the beginning of the Rune DLC, Cassie enters the Mega Pizza Platz, and from there she starts exploring around in hopes of finding her friend Gregory. While exploring, she comes across an item called a Faz Wrench, and at this Faz Wrench looked just like her dad's.
A Faz Wrench? It's just like my dad.
And the fact that her dad means her dad was a technician.
What we do know is that the Faz Wrench was used by technicians, so this insinuates that Cassie's father was a technician who worked at the Mega Pizza Platz. Continuing onwards, we do run into Maskbot, and that Maskbot gives us a Vanity Mask, and that this Vanity Mask allows us to go to the AR world and see things that we couldn't see in the real world. And while in this AR world, we're able to find many collectibles.
How long ago was that video made we were watching now? This video was made on August 1st, 2023. Again, this video was made over a year ago, dude. And it's gotten over 4,000 views, which is insane. That's crazy how this video's got over 4,000 views. That's crazy. Sheesh. That's crazy, dog. That's awesome, though.
Game. However, there are specific collectibles that are related to her father.
What is the music called when it is played when you're... Oh, hang on.
The first collectible being the AR Glam Bonnie.
Yeah, Dad wouldn't tell me why they replaced Bonnie right here. My dad used to collect these. Bonnie was my dad's favorite.
Was alive at a certain period of time and worked at Mega Pizza Platz as a technician until used in the past tense. Meaning that her father was alive at a certain period of time and worked at Mega Pizza Platz as a technician until something terrible happened to him. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the Metzes. Metzes is an AI designed to created by Vanessa and Vanessa. Instead,
so kind of skip right through.
Cassie's father, along with a bunch of other technicians, were the one that created the Metzes system. Another thing that could support that Cassie's father created the Metzes system is that when we look at the Metzes, it is a glitchy blue rabbit, and honestly, a design had to be inspired from somewhere. So it could be that the inspiration came from Glam Bonnie due to Glam Bonnie being Cassie's father's favorite animatronic. Of course, Cassie's father and the technicians would create the Metzes system after they trapped the mimic behind a concrete wall.
You know that in about 3 months literally in less than 3 months it'll be 2025. That's crazy.
Security doors.
Maybe because Cassie's dad is the one who maybe because Cassie's dad is the one who destroyed Bonnie.
Well,
see, I have heard people talk about that, and it is an interesting theory,
In some shape or fashion, the Met
The system was actually pretty much the good guy in some sort of way. I mean, yeah, it was trying to kill us and, you know, jump scares summon animatronics from time to time, though, but remember, it is an AI, and it'll simply follow this program, so it doesn't matter if, you know, the thing in front of it is...
what do you have, around your neck on your video there?
It's just simply following its orders.
Hold on.
Now, of course...
I'm wearing a necklace. It's like I believe it's either my shark tooth or it's my jaguar tooth that I wear. Okay, I'll show you. I don't wear, like, I wear it sometimes, not all the times, but, like, I have a cool little, every once in a while, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but I wear, like, a little, jaguar tooth sometimes right here, so, like, this is what it looks like. It's my cool little jaguar tooth. My dad actually gave me this when he went on vacation, so this is a jaguar tooth, that I wore. Nice necklace thing, and then I also have a shark tooth as well, a shark necklace, shark tooth necklace. Oh, God, I'm shaking everything. Gosh, dang. And I also have, God, if I can get it. Also have this, shark tooth necklace right here as well too, if y'all guys can see that clearing. So I'll either wear this sometimes or wear my my jaguar tooth. I'll wear those sometimes. Whether it be in video streams or just, you know, when I'm out and about, you know. So cool necklace. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like those necklaces. They're very cool. I like them. Because both those necklaces my dad gave to me. So when he goes, like, you know, when he's celebrating, he gave me those when he was celebrating, when he went on vacation, as well as that, well, there was one, I think the jaguar tooth he gave to me while he was on vacation, and the shark tooth he gave to me when he was celebrating his anniversary. Everything. What does this say on your t-shirt right now? So it says social distancing expert. I'm not sure if you guys can read that. Yeah, social distancing expert. So I actually got this shirt from my grandma for Christmas as well too.
We need to ask ourselves this one question: when would all that be taking place? Well, I believe that all this would take place in Help Wanted 2, and that Help Wanted 2 is a prequel, which would answer a lot of things that happened from the Room DLC, such as...
And the fact that I predicted all this too, and it all came true, is kind of crazy but awesome, though.
Concrete Wall, the Mimic, and much more. Not to mention...
Like, the fact that I said that Help Wanted 2 is a prequel, dude, and everything. Like, I predicted all this before Game Theory came out with the video, dude.
In the FNAF Help Wanted 2 trailer, there is a Phasrange panel that we see on the wall, and that panel matches the exact same one as we see in the Room DLC. So the person that is in this elevator that is taking us to a remnants area of this location has to be an experienced technician. So the experienced technician could be Cassie.
I like how I said, like, technician. Like, I didn't say technician, I said technician. God, my pronunciation sucked back in the day, dude.
Not to mention that this character is also taking an elevator to go further underground, which is the exact same thing that Cassie does in order to find Fake Gregory, aka the Mimic. So it'd be almost kind of poetic, you know, like Cassie's father going down, like, you know, doing his job, working for Fazbear Entertainment, and discovering the Mimic, and upon, you know, seeing how evil and messed up this robot is, he needs to seal it away so that way it doesn't get out, and Cassie, you know, ultimately, without even knowing, be the one to set it free. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking super...
And again, some of the pausing was so bad, too. I don't know why I thought this pausing was great. Like, every time when I stopped talking, move on to the next clip, God.
Elevators that both Cassie and the character using...
It said that we never, It said we never, God, why does YouTube put that stupid emoji thing? I can't read all your guys' comments. Like, I want to read all the comments you guys have put, and I'm like, I can't. It's sad that we never went in the elevator of Help Wanted 2. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very, very sad.
And Help Wanted 2 are completely different, so how would this whole concept even work in the first place? Well, here's how. In the Room DLC, there's an ending called the Scooper ending, in which in order to get this ending, you find 4 hidden cameras using different...
Yeah, that heart emoji sucks, bro. I hate it. It's right there. I hate it so much.
Are located within the Pizzaplex. Once all 4 cameras are activated and you confront the Mimic underground, instead of taking the normal way to get to the elevator, that way is blocked off, and instead you're forced to take another way, which leads you to a Scooper room. And upon activating the Scooper, the Mimic jump scares you and attempts to break in. However, the Scooper takes the Mimic away and destroys him. So not only that both the Scooper room and the elevator in Help Wanted 2 are very remnants to FNAF 6 location, but it also could insinuate that these areas could also be connected to FNAF 6 Pizza Place, which is connected back to the Pizzaplex, which means that all these areas are connected and working with each other. So if you take, like I said, a bunker or discover one of these areas, you can...
And also notice as well too, like, look at my background. That was like back then when like I had no poster back. I just realized that I had like no Help Wanted 2 or like an AR poster in the background. My Fotsy plushie was on the left side. I had Dratini and Bulbasaur. Like, I just wanted to point that out. Like, my setup for my plushies and everything was completely different to what it is now, though. So
all these areas are connected and working with each other.
Go show you how time be flying.
So if you take, like I said, a bunker or discover one of these areas, you can find the rest of them. So perhaps the setting is that Fazbear Entertainment sends Cassie Fighter to clear out these other in the mask. Upon making it Mimic and the Mimic. After Help Wanted 2 spotted with the Who is Cast back in okay, here we Charles says, same things make us laugh, makes us cry. For real, the same things that make us laugh also make us cry. It's crazy, dude. Now, I know you guys are saying, Super, this is great and all, but who is Cassie's father? Well, here's my answer. I believe that Cassie's father could be Mike's friend who wears the Bonnie mask back in FNAF 4, and here's why. In the movie, you'll see there are many AR collectibles that you can find within the Pizza Plex, and that there are 2 AR collectibles that will help make this more in sense. That being the AR Foxy mask and the AR Bonnie mask. And back in FNAF 4, during the Crying Charles birthday party, Mike is wearing a Foxy mask and his friend is wearing a Bonnie mask. And if we were to compare both Cassie and the FNAF 4 bull with the Bonnie mask, both do have red shirts, not to mention their shorts are in similar color, and their skin tone are very similar, and yo, I was proud. Now I will say this, I was proud of this editing right here. This definitely gave me like Game Theory vibes. And I was putting this video together way back in the day. I'm like, bro, why is it giving me like Game Theory vibes, bro? This is so good. Yep, and this was all confirmed. It was. What is the pink thing with all different colors behind you on your video right next to each other? What pink thing? What pink thing are you talking about, bro? That's my Foxy plushie, dude. But back to here. So like when I was comparing both Cassie's and you know Jeremy here, sorry about that, chat. But anyway, back to what I was saying, right? So again, when comparing both Cassie and Cassie's, you know, dad right here, right? Back when he was a, you know, teenager as well too, right? Both of them have red shirts, similar shorts, skin tone, and masks and everything. So obviously they're like comparisons as well too. You know that the FNAF 4 bully in 1983, somewhere around between 42 old to be, not to mention both characters. Okay, now this is where I want to. Now this is where things get interesting. But when we talk about the age and everything as well too, because again, you know, like what Game Theory, like what Tom was saying within his video, we're now talking about the age. Yeah. I swear they're gonna break down that door. I need to stop knocking the door so loud. That's what I'm saying, Sean. I'm like, Jesus, bro. Just do a simple knock. I swear they're gonna knock down my door when they know my own family is, bro. I swear they're gonna kill that door. They're literally gonna kill the door. I'm like, bro, all you have to do is just do a simple light knock, and like that's it. Like I'll be able to hear you and everything. Just do a simple light knock. For real, they're like the Kool-Aid Man, for real. Like Kool-Aid Man just breaking on the door. Kool-Aid, oh yeah. I swear, bro, they're gonna do like, oh yeah, I'm knocking down the door. I swear, my door is gonna need CPR, bro. My door is seriously gonna need CPR at this point. If it keeps getting hit hard that many times, bro, my door is gonna need CPR. You guys are probably thinking that the FNAF 4 bully will be too old to be Cassie's father. Well, let's do some math. We know that let's do some math. The FNAF 4 bully in 1983 somewhere around between 14 and 15 years old, but for the sake of this... See, in this one I said between 14 or 15, but like they said, but then Tom said between 8 through 12 years old. So I think for this one, for the sake of this theory, I think I might have... I mean, if we're thinking about that they're teenagers, right? I said between 14 through 15 just makes sense. Because again, technically, when you turn 13, you're technically a teen, you know? Yeah, math is for nerds. Let's say. But like, for the sake of this theory, I said it's stick to 14, 15. He's 14 years old. And after security breach, the time will be around 2030 and 2040, but... Because I said security breach will take place around between 2030 and 2040. That's about right. With 2030. So if we take 2030 subtract it from 1983, we get 47. Exactly. Like, to me, like, I'm not sure, like, how 8 to 12 years old, because technically when you turn 13, you're technically a teen, right? 8 to 12 years old, you're still a kid, you know? So, yeah. And if we take his age, which... So let me back this up. So if we take 2030, subtract it from 1983, we get 47. And if we take his age, which is 14, and add that to 47, that will equal to 61. And that we know that Cassie has to be somewhere around similar age to Gregory as well, so we'll say she's around 12 years old. So we take 61 minus 12, that'll give us 49. So this would insinuate that Cassie's father would have been around 49 years old when he had Cassie, so this could definitely be probable. And plus, both parents and kids all over the world are all different ages, so there's no reason why this can't be reasonable. So yep. This could insinuate that Mike's friend became a technician who worked for Fazbear Entertainment, and then he had his daughter Cassie, and then from there, he is sent by Fazbear Entertainment to head underground to do his maintenance and do all the stuff, runs to the Mimic, and then the rest plays out. And if there's one thing that Studio Studios is good at doing, is that they connect the old FNAF games to the current modern ones. Or could this be just a brand new character for which they'll give us his name, and afterwards they'll explain how he's going to play an important role in the story of FNAF. But yeah, basically that's what I want to cover there. Like, I want you guys to just listen to the whole video and help you guys a good understanding of like when we compare my video to like, you know, certain points and details that we talk about within, you know, Tom's within Game Theories video as well too. Hey Super, I just mowed the yard. Oh, my bad. No, never apologize, Several. Take care of your priorities, man. Priorities first, then streams. Always, always. I'm proud of you for taking care of your priorities, man. Keep doing that. Yeah, but when we go to the comment section, I got like a lot of comments on this video. This video did really good. People said, this comment says, I do think that Jeremy's Cassie's dad because there's a lot of evidence. I also believe that Jeremy had her around like 30, 38. I have no idea, but I think that her father died. Well, obviously we know that her father really didn't die in Help 1 or 2. That was just clear. I thought this was going to be a good video. Then you brought up these complex big brain points and it made so much sense. Then it became a great video. Matt would be jealous if you heard this theory. Amazing work, TGNS. This person said, I also think it's a really interesting theory. It could be true. Like, the fact that a lot of people agree with me on this is like, it was pretty solid. It was on point, you know? With the age and the characters and the actions and everything and such, dude. Like, all of it is on point. Great theory right here. Let's see what else. Someone else said something. Amazing theory. Someone said something about, like, the fact that he got this video before Game Theory is pretty crazy. I don't know who it was. Phoebe says, Super Rockstar love your videos. Have you dived to sticky notes that are all around the FNAF security breach on the bulletin boards? Even ruined, there are sticky notes. Simply says, remember Jimmy. Is Jimmy Cass's father, to which games are foreshadowing or referencing as well? And security breach wasn't an employee trying to solve the Princess Quest games before Gregory. Do you think any of that connects? Yeah, obviously all that definitely connects 100%. Damn, son, you called this before Game Theory. In fact, your argument is almost exactly the same as GT. Makes me wonder if there was some influence. Yeah, see, I knew there was somebody that left that comment. Like, the fact that I called this theory video before Game Theory is, like, crazy. You should be the, Akinator. You have a lot of YouTube supporters so far. I do, man, and I'm grateful for having all these supporters, man. It's insane. But with the fact that I called this theory of, like, the fact that I made this theory before Game Theories did. He gets killed by Glitch Trap with Nightmare Bots and is now Mass Bot. That's what I'm saying. Like, he gets killed by Glitch Trap with Nightmare Bots and he's now Mass Bots. It's like he gets killed and his mind gets transferred. He gets killed by, Glitch Trap, who's infected the Nightmare Bots, and he's now possessing the Mask Bot as well too. But the fact that I managed to make this whole theory, like who's Cassie's father, like before Game Theorists even call it, is crazy. Yes, sir, John, 50.9k subs. TGNS all the way, bro. TGNS all the way. Yeah, I knew somebody said that. Like, I knew somebody made that. I was like, the fact that I made this before Game Theorists even talk about it is, like, freaking awesome, dude. This is a magnificent theory right here. Let's go another theory video. This is gonna go viral. It didn't go viral, but it did really good. I think it's a major character in the story. Yep, love this theory. Keep it up. I think it's very interesting. You are right, Super. I love your videos. Videos are amazing. Honestly, the best time videos to watch. But you talk so fast. See, yeah, that was what I struggle with. Like, I made like some really. I know I make good theory videos. I was definitely a fast talker, 100%. Bro's mic is different. Hello. Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear, bro. It's Freddy Fazbear, not Freddy Fazbear, bro. What the flip? But yeah, you guys kind of understand the connections, like, the age and, how the Aptus family's actions have affected the other Bonnie, how affected the other bullies' actions, and their families as well too, how they're, make up for their sins and all that such, right? So the connections help connect to other things, which then help clarify what's going on in the story as well too.
The way he does. Which leads me to my second problem. The game is very explicit that Oswald is traveling back to 1985.
So 1985 he talks about, oh, get that out of here.
But it's never stated what year he starts in. In fact, Megacat Studio...
I was trying to think, did they end up saying that August 16th, which is a Thursday, so we know we start the game so what he's saying is what he says here in this theory is that we start Into the Pit on August 16th of, like, I'm trying to think what year it was again. So I'm going to kind of skip on through. He talks about the phone there. Washing machines and everything. The windows.
Monitors, right. Jeff, I'm sure LTT would have some thoughts.
When you get any stream, Super? I don't know yet. I honestly don't know. How many times has bro rewatched this now? 3 times.
But
no, technically this is only my second time. This is my second time go back to the video. So
hey, you do you.
I haven't watched it like that many times.
That knocks 2007 out of the running.
I'm pretty sure he did 20.
If he was a teenager in the 80s, by the 2010s, nearly 30 years have passed.
So basically, like, obviously the bite of it, obviously in the 80s, the bite of 83 happened, right? And then take 30 years later from that would be in the 2010s.
So he'd definitely be
2007 was the year I was born.
Old enough to have a kid of his own.
That's cool.
However, even with that part of the timeline at least somewhat figured out, I realized I had a different problem. Sure, Oswald's dad could be the right age if he was a teenager in 1983, but that kind of relies on us assuming he's Freddy Bro to begin with, which isn't proof in and of itself.
Because he even said that in the video as well too, right? Like, because again, I'll back that one more time.
Oswald's dad could be the right age if he was a teenager in 1983, but that kind of relies on us assuming he's Freddy Bro to begin with.
Exactly. So it's like, so again, because as you guys, because again, as they said multiple times, right? There's references, like, you know, versus references and the Easter eggs versus lore too. Because again, there's a lot of references in this game, you know. There's a lot of references, and again, while some are definitely just like straight up references, right? There could be some. I think some of those other references that hold more important significance could simply be just more of a hint at the end of the day towards you know, what we see happen to Pit could like give us a hint, because could be the references and Easter eggs that we see in FNAF to the Pit could simply be telling us like what's going to be happening in the main timeline of within the main FNAF canon timeline as well too. Because again, we know that anything that's made by like Steel Wool and anything made by Steel Wool and Scott as well too, that is all considered canon. However, like, you know, since Mega Cat Studios was the one that did make Into the Pit as well too, and again, we know that the FNAF movie is in its own universe as well too, and it's not canon at all whatsoever. That again, they take place in no separate universe, but they have their parallels as well too. So what we could see end up happening is that, I want to say that, like, yeah, Oswald's dad is, you know, I want to say that Oswald's dad is the FNAF 4 bully, but again, though, we know that Into the Pit is in its own universe, right? We know its own universe, but again, it holds a lot of references and Easter eggs compared to other games as well too. Because I even made my whole shorts videos way back day how like Security Breach proves Into the Pit might be canon just because, like, you know, the GGY reference and the, you know, the ball pit, like how both we see a ball pit in Into the Pit and Security Breach as well too. If Cassie's dad was revealed to be the Bonnie bully, the other bullies will get a game as well too, but not until Security Breach is completely finished. No, I'm saying until Security Breach is like fully done, which I don't think it's not gonna be done for a very long while, for a very long time. Then yeah, because again, we got Rune DLC. We had the Rune DLC and Help 1 and 2 explain a lot about, like, you know, Cassie's dad and, you know, his importance to the lore of FNAF as well too, right? So I think because of the fact that we don't have a canon game that not only has not talked about, you know, the Freddy bully and let alone the Chica bully as well too, right? I think simply what we've seen Into the Pit could be perhaps maybe a parallel of what happens in the main game when we do see the FNAF 4 bully as well too. So do I think that, so basically do I think that Oswald's dad might be the FNAF 4 bully we see in FNAF 4? I mean, it's good repelling evidence as well too, but because the fact that we remember both the books and the games take place in their own separate universe, but they're parallels as well too, right? We have to take consideration that it's almost like both yes and no. That's well, not like yes. I wouldn't say yes or no, but it's like I want to say yes, but it's like at the same time, no, I want to say no as well too, because, like, again, we know they both take place in their own separate universe. And we still have Help 1 2 DLC and Rune 2 to go with, yeah.
Thing I could. I went back and reread the book. I know this.
Read through the book
about his age. Alive during night.
Parallels connected together will mess everything up, so it's best to keep it all in. So that's what I think. At the end of the day, I think it's simply a parallel towards what we'll see in a future canon FNAF game, right?
1985, but he spent a lot of time at.
And I don't think it doesn't really. Because I'm curious to see what the comments say. Like, what are the comment sections saying about this? Wanted to just point out the extremely obvious thing that when Oz was asking his dad about the foreign pizzeria, the text states he sounds strange, nervous even, probably doesn't like to think about it because it's probably something he feels guilt over if he's the Freddy bro. Also, dad being Freddy bro, Cass dad being Bonnie bro, Michael being Fox bro. It's like we're all recruiting the Avengers. I love that screenshot because I like the idea of Oswald's dad being the Freddy bully, seen as Cassie's dad might be the Bonnie bully. Basically, add to the story for us the bullies. Maybe a future game will be with the Chica bully. Oswald even mentions a few times when he fits electronics. I predict that that might be cool. I believe that Chica bully won't be just another person we're gonna type, but might also be trying to keep distance to himself from fast entertainment. Okay, I think, because here's what this person said. I think Into the Pit was meant to be a celebration game and still is. Like Scott said in an interview, it was meant to be a little novelty game that Mega Cat Studios just took and went, let me cook. And Scott went, absolutely keep cooking. Full celebratory game, full references, Easter eggs, and content, and nothing more. A raise a wine glass, a toast for 10 years of this goofy supernatural robot bear game, and honestly, that's absolutely amazing. It mainly doesn't make sense. It mainly doesn't make sense. Like with Fetch game, Scott will be doing that, won't be connected. Yeah, it's pretty clear that Fetch is now going to be connected to the main story for now, but again, it's definitely going to hold a lot of Easter eggs, references, and lore as well too. That much is clear. Because I'm trying to see if like anybody is countering that as well too. Counterpoint: we're correct with Sunday and Saturday being on the ends, and because bookends, you don't put two together on one side, you put them surrounding the books. I was going to say that in the game's couple times, his dad has affinity for fixing tech and just tech in general, which is why Oswald was able to fix the arcades. His dad taught him tech-related things. That is true to think about right there. I'm trying to see if anybody's like countering his theory overall. Because it's like I want to agree with it, but like we have to keep in consideration that like that Into the Pit is in its own separate universe compared to the main game. The bunny dude could just be a hallucination for the main character you play as, or also in the dream and nothing things that happened was real, but this is just a theory, a game theory. Heard that. While Into the Pit seems to be a spin-off, based on how Scott spoke in Dawko's anniversary interview, like other spin-offs, it seems that actual events don't take place, but we can apply what we find from them to the main story. FNAF World was the only one that defies this, as it seems its events happen parallel to the main timeline, being an undercurrent influence, while Special Delivery is a spin-off, it's directly connected to the main timeline. Fury Rages, Freddy's, and Space Games and FNAF Car are applied like Into the Pit. Same with the books. I think Into the Pit was meant to be Celebration's game, it still is. Basically the same thing right there. What's interesting is that when Springtrap captures Oswald's dad, he just has him tied up. Of those 5 nights his dad was unconscious, you think he would do something to him, but didn't. My bet is that agony with the spring bonnie suit still recognized. My friend said that the agony within the spring bonnie suits recognized Oswald's dad. There's even a voice line that spring bonnie says, "I'll make you suffer the way I did." This could be a reflection of William telling the Freddy boy that he's gonna take his son. Take his son away, like what Oswald's dad intended to kill his crying child. Let me know what you think. Welcome back, watcher. Like, these comments are very interesting right here. But the bullies don't forget about the Bite 83 makes me wonder. So if the Steelwool games are following Bonnie Bro's story and the Mad Cat games are following Freddy Bro's story from Fazbear Fright's book, does that imply that Chica Bro games would follow the Tales from the Pizza Putz book and kind of give that? See, that's an interesting take right there, because Steelwool follows the Bonnie Bro story. Apparently for Tom's theory right here, right, is that, Mega Cat Studios is following Freddy Bro's story, that being Oswald's dad, and then Chica Bro might be taking place from Tales from the Pizza Putz book in a kind. Given that up until now, Scott has confirmed that, like so, our trilogy, the books were their own canon continuities. Again, you doubt it. I mean, I know it's pretty clear Shadow doesn't agree with this theory that Oswald's dad is the Freddy Bro from the Freddy bully from FNAF 4. Tales from the Pizza Putz is basically just Security Breach. I mean, it's basically like the stories that like happen before Security Breach even happens itself, the prequel stories right there. Be honest, do you just make this so you can do? Again, I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see if anybody's like talk about it, because there's a lot of comments. Again, there's gonna be a lot of comments for this. Definitely gonna be a lot of comments. I'm trying to see if anybody's like actually like countering this, like seeing how they feel about it. I don't think the Bonnie Bully and Chica Bully would work in the same location. It's pretty clear it won't work in the same location. I think wherever the Chica Bully is at is going to happen in a separate location outside of the Pizza Putz. So like, the Bonnie Bully is in the Pizza Putz, right? Like his story is taking place. Well, his story, started off way back then when Fred Bear's family diner, and now he works within the Mega Pizza Putz as well too, right? And then for Michael, we know he died within the FNAF Sets Fire, and then for the Chica Bully, we don't know about Freddy Bully. The FNAF lore is so big that even Queso can't eat it for Robot. That's crazy, dude. One thing that's missing from these newer Game Theories episodes, Matt Pat's whole segment of, for those who don't know, yep, a popular why Oz is drawing Fazbear characters about known them was that he was spending every day during the summer at Jeff's, a place full of the agony of the 1985 incident, and was slowly being infected with it. He only got fully blasted when he jumped into the pit. But man, this theory, whatever real or just parallels, really does make sense in the grand scheme of things. See, even he said whether this theory is real or just a parallel. I think this theory is pretty solid. I think this theory is really good. I like it. You're good, Finn Place. Get yourself some rest, man. Thanks for your support. Thanks for being here. Have a great rest of the day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, Finn Place. I think this theory in the day is like more of a parallel as towards what will happen when we do get a game based on the FNAF, based on the Freddy Bully, right? And again, we'll get some games based on, like, you know, what happened to the Chica bully as well, too, and how they play significance within the lore. Like, what are you guys' thoughts of my answer being right there? Because, like, I'm kind of saying, like, both yes to this theory and no at the same time. Well, yes, I do agree with the whole concept of, like, you know, of, like, this whole video in general, right? Oswald's dad being the Bonnie bully. Or like, you know, the story that don't agree at all. You don't agree at all. I already don't agree at all. And again, that's fine. Like I said, we all have our own opinions, and, like, I'm going to respect our guys' opinions anyway. Like, you know, we all theorize, we all think things differently, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. Fair point, but Sunday and Saturdays are the ends of the week. If you think about it, they're the end points of the week. Something else that solidifies the fact that Oswald's father is Freddy, bro, in this game is if you slow down what Golden Bonnie is saying, he says something about lines, well, I'll do what you did to me. This means that Golden Bonnie Afton knew exactly who these children were. They were friends with his older son, Michael, and wanted to enact revenge by taking away their families and children. To stretch this theory, I think Chip is supposed to be Freddy, bro, and by possibly Oswald's dad, since... Why would Chip be... That doesn't make sense for Chip to be Oswald's dad. I don't know. To me, that doesn't make much sense. It's often convenient that Fosse's absent in the game because you think he'll be around, but with the idea of the boys to come back and that Michael was one who wore the Fosse mask, this game is showing us that Fosse, who is a reflection of Michael, is irrelevant. Gosh dang, man. It's like people like also I still say that UCN is non-canon. You say that UCN is non-canon to you? I mean, I think it has to be canon in some way, like the torture and, you know, and everything that William's going through and Cassidy and everything as well. And again, like I said, to each its own is what I say. But I guess that Chica Bro would be the one member of the group who didn't try for redemption. They always someone who embraces the tragedy as a positive. Now it's just a matter of seeing if he's extending that legacy or being punished for it. That's an interesting thought right there. I've seen theorists consider things like the aspect ratio of the monitors or the height of a character compared to the table because it's like, I wonder if the devs thought of that. It really makes you wonder if they really did thought about all this. It really makes you think about it. It really makes you think. I think it'd be sick if after the next game introduces Chica Bro, we get a game where the three bros meet up after all these years to fix some problem they feel responsible for, and they reunite with Michael through Rockstar Freddy or some remnant soul shenanigans. It'd be a cool way to wrap up their saga we're getting currently. That'd be interesting. Makes sense when they think about the rabbit kidnapping Oswald's dad. Must be an angry version of Remnant from William Afton that possibly was somehow able to recognize who Oswald's dad was, and feels like he played a part of his son's death, so it wants revenge. But again, we have to remember though that, like, you know, that didn't happen back in 1985 though, with the missing children and everything as well too. We know William did it. Like, this is simply just the agony of William, like, committing those actions that William would. Maybe if we simply go back to the top and, like, dude, there's a lot of comments we went through. Jesus, man. What if I simply, like, sorted it by the newest? Maybe if we did that. That's presuming. I really doubt that the in-game portrayal is accurate. If so, the weeping youngsters would be less than 30 inches tall or roughly 2 years. See, there's just a lot of parallels. Nope, about the mill. I distinctly remember some text or dialogue that indicate that Freddy's the pizza place has been using the mill to dispose of their garbage. Dump it with the mills to save cost. That's a good counter right there. I think it takes place 2020 in the book version of it. Oswald, while wanting watch something, states something 2020 basically to think he wants to watch while it has 2020 in it, which makes me believe that play takes place in 2020. So could the game version also take place in 2020 maybe, but we don't know. They call weekends like bookends. If someone gives me a set of bookends, I'm putting them side by side, touch each other. Okay. See, there's talk about a lot of calendars and other things as well too. They only mention non-canon stuff like FNAF World, and there's no evidence that UCN really did happen. We've never seen Cassie in FNAF, and Henry would know Cassie was torturing William in UCN. Okay, I'm just trying to think about all this in general, you know, like.
Well, but it gets better, because even though Oswald's dad was playing coy about his age, a couple of years is definitely 4 years. 13 to 14 during 1985, making him at least 40 for the early year-old son. But does that 1985, that would mean that in 1983, 2 years earlier, he would have been 11 or 12. Now, we don't know the ages of Michael and his friends here, but we can make a pretty good educated guess. The average height of an 11 to 12-year-old boy is...
But did he compare them with, like, the heights in the computers, like, whiffs and everything? Insane.
Slightly, but the intention of this episode...
I have not curious.
And, you know, it's FNAF, so I'm not going to hold on to it too tightly, but it's definitely interesting to think about. And for our purposes today, it does mean that Oswald's dad would have been the perfect age in 1983. Combining that with his frequenting of Freddy's locations and owning the same mask, he's looking like a pretty good candidate for the identity.
Because again, he says a candidate. He's not really...
Identity of the Freddy bro. It's more than just the timeline stuff too.
So I'm pretty sure to say he's not guaranteed, but it's like he's a good candidate.
A detail I always thought was odd was Oswald's affinity for drawing, quote, mechanical animals. He's Freddy's, and as drawings don't play and their relation starts, this character, this family, has a connection to the Fazbear franchise. A connection Oswald may not fully understand, but one that his dad certainly does. But why does this matter? What does this fundamentally change for us and our understanding of this franchise? Well, it's once again showing us that this modern era of FNAF is widening our view on the world and the characters we look at, focusing on the knock-on effects of the Afton family and how the part these other characters played all led to them changing their ways. Cassie's dad being Bonnie Bro in Ruin was the first instance of this. Cassie tells us that he had a technician's Faz wrench, hinting that after the bite of 83, he grew up and became a technician so that he could stop any malfunction like the one he witnessed from ever happening again. Oswald's dad being Freddy Bro does the same thing. We learn that Oswald's dad used to work at the local mill before it shut down.
But again, some people were mentioning that, like, you know, some people were again, like, someone made like a counter comment about the mill.
True Scott fashion, steel or wood mill, sheep outside the mill. Hiding.
Because there are a bunch of animatronics outside this mill as well too. But then again though, like, how would Trash and Gang be in here though, right? Like, makes you wonder. Yo, what's up, Helpy? Hope your day's going well. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thanks for being here, dude. Because again, like, how would like why would Trash and Gang be here, you know? And other things as well too, you know? Because those are more like references and Easter eggs.
Out in a dumpster. But besides them, you can also find things like a toy Bonnie doll, a
toy Bonnie doll,
Bonnie mask, a Freddy head, and a couple of animals.
But again, we are far into yeah, this is a mill, not a factory. Because yeah, this is more of a, because remember, this is a mill, not really a factory.
Electronic hands and feet. And these things,
and the mill had several like jobs and other places involved in it as well too, you know?
Do belong to the mill as well, because Oswald says that they've been sitting there ever since the factory closed down.
Because it's the mill, not a factory though. Because it's not a factory, it's a mill. The mill has not, yeah, exactly. The mill has nothing to do with the animatronics. It doesn't. Like, again, I think definitely for all those guys, like all four of them, I think it's more simply
a Freddy head and a couple of animals.
I think it's more about just more of a reference and Easter egg right here, end of the day, though. But I think this whole theory, because again, I want to say that, like, yeah, this, like, you know, this all makes sense and it connects, like, it all connects really nicely that, you know, Oswald's dad could be the, you know, the Freddy bully back from, like, you know, FNAF 4 and everything too. At the end of the day, I think this is more of a just simply a parallel as to what will happen when we do see the Freddy bully, and like whenever he gets his own games, I'll do the same thing for the Chica bully as well.
They were making.
And again, we know that like anything that's made by Steelwool is canon, right? But again, you know, for Megacat Studios, with a bunch of all the Easter eggs and references and lore and connections and everything too, right? This is more simply like more of a fun game based off a book, but we know the books are non-canon, that the books are parallels to what will happen in the game as well too. So taking the fact that that Into the Pit, you know, is its own story. Now, I kind of hate when people theorize on things that are just references. And again, like, I won't say I won't hate it, but like I can understand why people dislike it, because like it makes things really confusing, and it's like, okay, so like how could this character be this character if like, you know, the time, like, well, the times and the age and everything match up correctly and perfectly, which they do. Like, I do agree with Tom on that though. Like, you gotta remember some of the things that, and other things that he was bringing about and mentioning too within this video, like all the different things and topics they brought up mind were like references. Daniel says, the mill probably helped build an endoskeleton. Like, these things are supposed to be talked about.
Making parts for Fazbear.
Because again, they're references, you know? And again,
entertainment. Oswald's dad worked at this factory, so it seems like...
But it's a mill, though, not a factory. And the mill held many businesses. Because remember, in the books, the mill held many places and jobs and all this stuff. But I mean, Yeah, maybe Oswald's dad could, worked on tech and everything and such, right? We're explaining how, Oswald was able to repair the arcade machine stuff, because again, Oswald's dad was very good at, tech and everything and such,
He
too.
grew up and started working at the local factory that made Fazbear parts to make
Fazbear parts,
sure that they were properly inspected,
everything,
tested, and approved before being sent out. That way, no kid would ever suffer the same fate as Michael's brother due to a fault. Please to truly try to atone for the mistake he made. He wasn't able to help his brother, but he tried to put his sister back together. And when he learned the truth about his dad from her, he went on a mission to finish him as well. But for almost a decade, the other 3 bullies basically got away with it. They just disappeared into the back of people's minds, never to be seen or heard from again.
Until now,
here they are.
They disappeared into the nothingness of time until they all came back.
Showing up one by one and revealing to us that these events did change them. That just like Michael, they too are trying to atone for what they did back in 1983. And this theory works regardless of whether you think Into the Pit and the books are 100% canon and Oswald's dad is literally Freddy Bro, or whether you believe he's just a parallel for a grown-up Freddy Bro.
I think it's more of a parallel, because I will say this. I think that, in my opinion, the theory does work, but I think at the end of the day, I don't think that Oswald's dad is the Freddy boy, but I think it's definitely more of a parallel. So I would say both yes to this theory. So again, I would say I like the theory. It's very interesting. They bring up a lot of good points and things and details, especially when comparing, like, the things that Oswald's dad did back in the day when he worked at the mill, He was familiar with, like, parts and, repairing, machinery, parts and tech and everything. And Oswald, was taught those things by his dad as well, too, right? And that, like, the fact that he held that Freddy mask as well, too, right? I think Into Pit is simply more of a parallel as to what happened, back in 1983 with the Freddy bully, and, how and compared to what he's doing now within the main timeline thing. So again, I think, as he said, like, he said it perfectly.
Theory works regardless for what they did back in 1983. And this theory to us that these events did change them. That just like Michael,
we know the events impacted all of them.
They too are trying to atone for what they did back in 1983. And this theory works regardless of whether you think Into the Pit and the books are 100% canon and Oswald's dad is literally Freddy Bro, or whether you believe he's just a parallel for a grown-up Freddy.
I think at the end of the day, in my opinion, I think it's definitely more of a parallel. So why I do agree, I'm going to say this. I agree with the theory. You guys don't have to agree with me, that's fine. So why I do agree with the theory, I think it's definitely more of a parallel. I would say today. I think it's definitely more of a parallel. Like, I already know what Shadow's opinion is going to be. He's going to be like, no, I don't agree with this theory at all. In my opinion, like, I'm going to say this, and, you guys don't have to, you guys can agree with me or not agree with me, that's fine. But I think, like, while, yes, I do agree with the theory, I think it's definitely more of a parallel at the end of the day.
And Oswald's dad is literally Freddy Bro, or whether you believe he's just a parallel for a grown-up Freddy Bro. The theme is still the same. This era of FNAF is about the ripple effects of the Aftons and the atonement of the FNAF 4 bullies. Scott is trying to wrap up loose ends that were left dangling for years. He's giving us a little more insight into characters that up until now have basically been one-dimensional. Both Bonnie Bro and Freddy Bro were just bullies. Mean kids that thought it would be funny to shove Mike's little brother into the mouth of an animatronic he was terrified of. But now we're being shown that they didn't stay those one-note cruel bullies after that. That just like Michael, they were haunted by what they did and were doing whatever they could to make up for it. We see during the end of the game that Oswald's dad deeply cares about his son. He's no longer the awful bully. He's kind and loving, just wanting to provide for his family. And before the factory shut down, he was trying to stop the same horrifying incident happening again. Just like Bonnie Bro did as a technician, and just like Foxy Bro did when he put an end to dear old dad. So theorists, when the next FNAF game does come out, one that isn't a prequel anyway, make sure you keep an eye out for a Chica mask. I have a feeling whoever it belongs to might have an important story to tell. But hey, that's...
You should have said the line. You should have said the line. You should have said the line. LO says, heard that, LO. Okay. But yeah, I think, like, what do you guys, like... Obviously, I know I asked you guys, but I'll ask you guys again. Like, do you guys, like, agree with the theory, or do you guys don't agree? To me, I agree with it. But, like, I wouldn't say Oswald's dad is the FNAF 4 bully from or it's the Freddy bully from FNAF 4, I would say you should have said the line, bro. You should have said the line. I would say, to me, in my opinion, I agree with the theory, but for the concept, I would say Oswald's dad is more of a parallel for a grown-up version of the Freddy bully as well too, and what happened in his life and everything such, right? Probably minus the ball pit as well too, like, you know, grown up being, you know, changing, being like, you know, a good, you know, being a good dad to his child, right? You know, being a good husband to his wife as well too, you know. I'm telling you, man, I should have said the line. Like, because I think I hate this theory, just like the crime child being Cassie theory makes think, like, because again, there are many things that do debunk the theory. There are many things. So again, I agree with this theory, but I think, like I said, I don't think they're definitely the same character, because again, we have to take consideration that there are a lot of references, Easter eggs, and, you know, you know, callbacks as well too from other games that we know that didn't happen into the pit as well too, especially like the plane from the FNAF movie as well too, and all such, right? So I think at the end of the day, though, as he said previously, right, back here, I said it once, I'll back up once, and I'll back up again.
3. And this theory works regardless.
Like I said, so the theory does work. So in the end, I think the theory does work, right? He does make a lot of good, like, you know, callbacks, like I said, to the Freddy mask as well too. Again, the references are, you know, really good on point, right? And especially how, like, you know, they connect, and especially, you know, like the references and connections back that, you know, that he makes in this video, the Athens family's actions affecting other people's, you know, family as well too, and, you know, them as a person as well too. Again, and then the points that he makes here too, where it's like the age, where like the age for the Freddy bully had been around between 11 to 12 years old, and like literally like 30, 40 years later, right, Oswald's dad is old enough to, like, you know, have a kid, and the kid's now 10 years old and everything as well too, right? And the phone and the technology that they used way back then kind of matched up to, you know, the year and everything that we're in. Again, I think they settled on around like 2018 for this video, I believe. 1985, couple of years. And the drawings and everything as well too. Yeah, like I said, I agree. I agree with the theory. There's so much we have to discover, especially in this pit. So yeah, I would say, and what's up, Jay Plays? No time to see, buddy. Hope your day's going well. Welcome to today's stream. So I think in the day, I agree with the theory. However, what I disagree is that I don't think Oswald's dad is the Freddy bully from FNAF 4. However, I think what he is, though, is I think he's simply more of a parallel as to what happened after the Bite of 83 and such. I think to me, I think that's what's going down here in this theory. So I think this theory simply, like, kind of, you know, proves and tells us that what happened here is simply more of a parallel. Because again, we know the books take place in their own universe, and the books aren't canon. We know definitely, like, you know, the trilogy, like the Silver Eyes, Twisted Ones, and Fourth Closet. Those books are definitely not canon. You know, Fazbear Frights. Those are definitely more, like, you know, parallels as well too. And then Tales from the Pizza Place, those are still kind of iffy as well too, right? Those books are still pretty iffy. But again, you know, with Secret of the Mimic, if we do see, like, you know, Edwin from you know, the books as well too, and the stuff that happens in books we see happen to games, right? That will probably confirm that Tales from the Pizza Place books are canon to the FNAF timeline as well too. So again, it's a lot to take into consider here from the video as well too, you know, with, like, you know, the timeline, the age, like the phone, the computer, and everything that he mentioned, the drawings, the height, you know, a couple years, and that, like, you know, his father, like I said, Dad, how old were you in 1985? I was just a couple years older than you. All I could think about was how many quarters I had to spend at the arcade. Jess Pizza, back before it was Jess Pizza, it was some kind of arcade, wasn't it? And again, his memory is very vague and all this stuff, right? But again, you could tell that he's also trying to forget that stuff that happened back in the day, you know, like you know, the actions that he committed with, like, you know, with Michael and, you know, Jeremy and the Chica bully as well too and such, right? And it's a lot to take into consider here. It's definitely a lot to take into consider. In fact, but I find it interesting how this game, if this is true, that, you know, that Interpit does take place on August 16th, which would be a Thursday, right here as well too, though. Yeah, it's a lot to take into consider. Like, I love how he did things like aspect ratio and, like, you know, table height and the cell phones and everything, dude. Like, it was hilarious how, like, he used that as evidence, but it was very cool nonetheless to see that, you know. FNAF 4 has been getting insane since the Security Breach. I'm telling you, man, it has been getting absolutely just insane. It is absolutely insane, bro. But Again, so but again, y'all guys are saying y'all guys do. Okay, so y'all guys saying y'all guys do agree with the theory, but also y'all guys agree with like y'all guys agree or disagree with my opinion about simply about this, you know, about you know, Oswald's dad not being the Freddy Bull, but simply just being a parallel towards what happens, like, you know, during the events and after the events of 1983. Because that I want to kind of get your guys' thoughts on. So too, I am curious to see what you guys think about that in general, as well too. Because again, it does get very complicated, and like I do want to hear y'all guys' like thoughts, opinions. The game is non-canon. Non-canon. None of this actually happens. Again, yeah, because we know none of this actually does happen. Because again, the game, because I believe, like I said, I will say this. I just will say this, right? We know that some things in the books, because again, some people have said this multiple times, that these characters don't exist. Because we know that these characters don't exist, right? We know that these characters don't exist, within the main timeline of the, like, we know Oswald and Oswald's dad don't exist within the main FNAF timeline. We do know that, though. But I think I think the story Into Pit is more of a parallel towards what happened to the Freddy Bully after the Bite of 83. I think it's more of a parallel. At the end of the day, I think that's what's happening here, chat. I do agree. Also with your take though, because again, he simply says whether or not you guys agree with Oswald's dad being the Freddy Bully or simply a parallel. The theory does work. So the theory does work. However, I just think it's more of a parallel at the end of the day, right? And again, like Into Pit is a non-canon game. Right, because again, it's based off a Fazbear Frights book, which we know the Fazbear Frights books aren't considered to be canon for the FNAF timeline as well too. So, yeah, I think that's my take on this from watching all this in today. So again, I agree with everything that we watched and seen here. Right, again, made tons of different interesting points. Right, you know, 1985, you know, the references GGY, you know, and the arcade machines, Cassie's dad as well too, the FNAF 4 bullies as well too. The age that, you know, Oswald's dad was back in the day compared to, like, you know, 30, 40 years later, how, you know, he, you know, becomes a dad and, you know, raises that kid till he's 10 years old. And again, the phone right here as well too, right? Comparing the two phone models. I love how he brought those up together. The washing machines, the computers, the aspect radios was on point, right? The callbacks to the book here. Not the graphic novel of Into the Pit, but like, you know, this book version right here as well too. Because again, I've seen this book version before. Yeah, so it was around 40 years old.
Earliest date 13 to 14 during 1985, making him at least 40 for the earliest date we found, 2012.
So 2012, so...
That is more than reasonable.
So he's saying that this game will take place on August 16, which is a Thursday in 2012.
Considering he has a 10-year-old son. But does that line up with the FNAF 4 bullies? Well, if
This is just so much to take in, but it's like, overall, though, it's very intriguing, though. This theory is very intriguing. I think this is more of a parallel theory. I would say it's definitely more like a theory that kind of, like, sets up, like, a parallel story of, like, what we will see for the Freddy Bully when we do see the Freddy Bully within the main FNAF games, like the canon FNAF games, the timeline and everything as well, too, though. I think that's what this is always at the end of the day right here, chat. I think that's what's at the end of the day. So again, I after taking everything in and discussing everything that we talked about here for the stream, I would say that, yes, I agree with this theory. I agree with you 100%. But as for what he said earlier, right?
Back in 1983. And this theory works regardless of whether you think Into the Pit and the books are 100% canon and Oswald's dad is literally Freddy Bro, or whether you believe he's just a parallel for a grown-up.
But yeah, like I said, obviously the books aren't canon, but I think this is all more a parallel. I agree with it 0%. And again, that's fine. You have your own opinion, and I respect you as a person. I respect your opinion all the same, Shadow.
Freddy Bro. The theme is still the same. This era of...
And again, as it says, the theme is all still the same. Like, regardless of being canon or parallel, the theme is still there. The theme is still there. So again, I definitely agree with, you know, the theory. It's more of a parallel, in my opinion. but the theme is still there, nevertheless.
FNAF is about the ripple effects of the Aftons and the atonement of the FNAF 4 bullies. Scott is trying to wrap up loose ends that were left dangling for years. He's giving us a little more insight into characters that up until now have basically been one-dimensional. Both Bonnie Bro and Freddy Bro were just bullies. Mean kids that thought it would be funny to shove Mike's little brother into—
Are any of the books canon? I thought most were. So we know that the Silver Eyes and the Twisted Ones and the Fourth Closet, those books are not canon. Those are confirmed to be not canon at all. Tales from the Pizza Plets, those books are still a bit iffy as well too. However, if we do end up seeing whatchamacallit, like Edwin, from the books, and especially the stuff that happens from the books happens in the games, or it happened within like Secret of the Mimic as well too, right? Then we could see Tales from the Pizza Plets, but we could see Tales from the Pizza Plets actually being canon. And as for the Fazbear Frights books, those are still a bit iffy. Those are still a bit iffy right there, though. But I know that, like, you know, I don't think the Fazbear Frights books aren't canon, I would say, but they're more parallels as well, too. And again, the parallel that we're seeing within the Into the Pit game is going to be kind of a parallel like what we could see in a future FNAF game, where we cover the Freddy bully and soon enough to be the Chica bully as well, too, when they get their own games as well.
To the mouth of an animatronic he was terrified of. But
and especially when we discuss about, like, you know, their character and lore and, you know, how they're going to keep the story of FNAF going.
Now we're being shown that they didn't stay those one-note cruel bullies after that. That just like Michael, they were haunted by what they did.
Fazbear Frights was not canon. So, same thing for the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Eye, same thing for the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, and the Fourth Closet. But Tales from the Pizza Plets, those are still a bit iffy.
And were doing whatever they could to make up for it. We see during the end of the game that Oswald's dad deeply cares about his son. He's no longer the awful bully. He's kind and loving, just wanting to provide for his family. And before the factory shut down, he was trying to stop the same horrifying incident happening again, just like Bonnie Bro did.
See, I don't know where he's getting... See, one thing that's a little confused about where he's getting the factory from. Because, again, the mill is like a more... Because, you know, mills are things where they hold several businesses and other things going on, though. I mean, maybe, like, one part of the mill. What's up, MEI Goku? Hope you have a fantastic day so far, sir. Welcome to today's stream. Tales from the Pizza Plets could be canon, but only certain books are... but only certain books and only certain... That's what I'm saying. I think from Tales from the... Because it's not Tales of the Pizza Plets. It's Tales from the Pizza Plets. It's not Tales of. It's Tales from the Pizza Plets. I'll tell you that. Because if I look this up for my phone... Yeah, because they're called Tales from the Pizza Plets, not Tales of the Pizza Plets. They're Tales from the Pizza Plets. Yeah. So again, I was just trying to very clarify that to you, Shadow. Like, it's not Tales of the Pizza Plets, it's Tales from the Pizza Plets. But yeah, you good, Goku. No worries, brother. I mean from. Yeah, you meant from. Yeah, I say it meant from. Because, yeah, that's what it's called. It's not of, it's from. Tales from the Pizza Plets. But you're good, man. I know what you were trying to say. What is this, guys? Basically, we reacted to Game Theories Into the Pit Changes the FNAF Timeline video right here. We reacted to it, right? And afterwards, doing a bit of a huge, like, discussion. Like, we were, like... There were some parts where I did pause a bit, but, like, there was most of the time where after we finished watching, we were breaking down different bits and scenes of it, right? And I was comparing this theory to, like, previous theory videos I made. As example, one where who is Cassie's father, and Cassie's father being the Bonnie bully from FNAF 4, and then we were comparing things like, you know, actions, you know, their special, you know, what they're doing nowadays, right? How they're trying to commit, you know, trying to make up for their sins, and, you know, trying to make sure what happened back in 1983 doesn't happen within the, you know, what happened back in 1983 doesn't repeat itself. Yeah, take your time, Goku, please take all the time you need, man. Like Tiger Rock and Haps are, yeah, Tiger Rock and Haps are non-canon. However, there are certain things, like, you know, there are certain aspects of the story as well as characters that are canon. Because, again, there's even things that Scott said within, I think, from the previous other FNAF books. Same thing for Fazbear, like, Frights books and other books. So while the stories themselves aren't canon, there are certain aspects and certain elements of the books that are considered to be canon and hold a connection with the main FNAF games as well, too.
As a technician, and just like Foxy Bro did.
Because again, we know that the FNAF 4 bully, well, we know that the FNAF, we know that, like I said, not FNAF 4 bully, I'm sorry, we know that Bonnie bully, right, became a technician, and that
like
Oswald's dad here, or in this case, the parallel for the Freddy bully as well too, right, worked in, like, you know, some sort of mill or factory as well too, where worked on, like, different machinery and parts and tech and everything such too.
Bro did.
And I think possibly VIP might be canon as well too. I think that book might possibly be canon.
As a technician, and just like Foxy Bro did when he put an end to dear old dad. So theorists, when the next FNAF game does come out, one long
Got a peachy.
Anyway, make sure you keep an eye out for a Chica mask. I have a feeling whoever it belongs to.
All I say is I'm very excited and intrigued on how they're going to cover the stories for both not only for the Freddy bully, but also for the Chica bully as well too. I'm very curious to see. I think it's pretty cool for the Chica bully. I don't think the Chica bully won't be involved with the Pizza Plets, I would say, but like probably somewhere else entirely. But they're still gonna be involved with Fazbear Entertainment in some sort of shape or fashion. Welcome back, Goku. Thanks for being here. Yeah, we know that Jeremy, Bonnie Bully, is involved in the Pizza Plets, and we know that Michael is dead. I only read a couple Fazbear Frights books, and Lowly's games. My knowledge of the books is pretty little. And again, that's okay, because again, not everybody reads the books, Not everybody reads the books, but the books give you a good amount, gives you a ton of juicy lore, and it kind of gives you pretty good ideas of what happened here in the books. It kind of gives you an idea what happens in the books. It kind of gives you an idea of what's happened in the books. Will help you understand what will happen in the game, if that makes sense. Sorry if I was a bit of palsy iffy there. I'm just trying to make it understandable for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So again, overall though, I love this theory. Again, the editing's always top notch. Tom does a great job, right? Again, even though he didn't say the freaking line hey, that's just a theory, a game theory. He didn't say it. This is a great theory. Sorry about that once again, chat. But anyways, though, yeah, back to what I was saying, right? So, again, I agree with the theory. I love it, and such, right? It's very interesting. Lots of great points that Tom has laid out too. I agree with the theory as a whole, but as for my take of whether Oswald's dad is the Freddy bully, I would say no, but it's more of a parallel as to what does happen and what will happen within the canon within the FNAF timeline within canonicity of the FNAF timeline, or within God, I can't say it right. What I'm trying to say is what's happening, the parallel that we see here will kind of help us understand what will happen within the main FNAF timeline, the canonicity of things. Sorry for that. But yo, John, thanks for coming to Super Rockstar. Let's get some. Yo guys are way ahead of me. Let's get some. I will go eat carrots. W to man. Yes, sir. Again, preach W's. Thank you, John. Thank you for your kindness. Thanks for coming to Super Rockstar. And again, since you have the green membership badge as well too, right? I'm now educated by Super and my knowledge is improved. Hey, happy to help, dude. Happy to help. So try to think. So if I remember correctly, if you have the green badge, the green SR badge, that means that you have been a member for 6 months. So congratulations for half a year. So in half a year, you've been a Super Rockstar member. So again, thank you so much for being a Rockstar member, John. I appreciate you for being awesome and for being kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, man. Yeah, Zeb, go eat. And again, carrots are good for you, Goku. Carrots are good and healthy for you. So, yeah, that's my whole take of this whole theory. Again, the editing's great. Tom, is hilarious as well, too, right? Again, even though it didn't say the line, he should have said the line. Overall, though, I enjoyed every single minute of this video. It was fantastic. Adding some point. Again, we all have our own opinions. We all have our own things. Some of us are going to agree with this theory. Some of us aren't going to agree with this theory. But that's okay, That's what makes, FNAF an awesome thing, theorizing, guessing what's going to happen in the lore, in the story. And the fact that it all brings us together as a one big, strong, awesome community is just very awesome. And John with the 50 gifted Super Rockstar memberships. Holy cheese and crackers, dude. Oh my goodness. Daniel got it. Mickey got it. Swift got it. Husball got it. Bubble got it. Shadow, I think Shadow's got one. King Cardinal got one. Story got one. Junior got one. FNAF got it. Rip got one. Mr. Chance got it. K-Man got it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're about to see a lot of people get it. Vinny Arts. Sebastian Lee. Juice got one. Freddy Fazbear got one. Yo, Ultra Instinct got one. Yo, thank you so much for the 50. Get the membership. That's crazy. What's up, Jacobs? What's up, Chris? Yeah, Chris got one. Rain got one. The Watcher. Etz got one. Chunk got one. I don't know who that is. Hearts right there. Jess Bomb. Red Hot Chili Pepper got one. 6 months already. So glad I found the channel. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel, man. Jay got one. Mino got one, aka Nano Damani. Pixel Soundtracks got it. MG Edits got one. Kaba got one. So many people we never see before. I know, right? Crazy. Relisify got one. MC Gaver got one. Ben Hirsch got one. Maces got one, dude. John got one. Springtrap King got a membership. John Rowe got a membership. Fruits Loops got a membership. Oh, Whales got one. Who else is going to get one? Is that it? I think that's everybody. I think it stopped. I think that's everybody. Who are these people? People that we rarely see. I'm just kidding. It's not their fault. I'm not going to say that. I shouldn't have said that. It's not their fault. They got lives and priorities and do things they want to do. Oh, it doesn't stop. Never mind. Never mind. It's picking back up. Timmy got one. Alistair got one. Thunderstorm got one. Oil's got one. The Winged Demon. Crafty Fots. Sigma Ball. Mr. Monkey Man. 435. Sammy. Everybody's going to get membership. East Texas Alex got one. Oh my goodness, bro. Dude, that's a lot of people getting memberships, bro. Sheesh. I think it stopped. I love how it says, I think it stopped. It just continues. It keeps going more and more. I'm like, oh my god, bro. What are these names? I know, man. I know, Jay. It's crazy. You're like, what are these names, bro? Like, I'm just reading off so many names. Okay, did I just have... Yep, again, y'all guys better thank John. Y'all guys better thank John because not only did he renew his membership, but bro just gifted like 50 Super Rockstar memberships, dude. So if you guys see John in the chat, which he should still be, which I think he's still here, most definitely, I think he's still here. Memberships are only 99 cents a month, guys. My memberships are only literally $1 a month. Because again, I don't want to charge much. While I do offer a good bit, I don't like offer too great much due to like me trying to get content out like in a good even pace overall though. Because again, I feel like I don't offer too much, but I offer a good bit with the the badges, the memberships, stuff behind the scenes, all that stuff. It's over, John. You're crazy, absolute W. So again, thank John right now for the 50 gifted memberships. Again, really appreciate your kindness, man. You didn't do that. Again, thanks for renewing membership. You deserve a complete 100% Super Rocker. Thank you, bro. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it, dude. 50 memberships, my god. Again, I definitely need to do like I would love to do member only live streams, you know what I'm saying? But then again, I also do understand where people are coming from, where it's like, make sure I'm not lagging. Oh boy, getting a bit of a lag spike there. Sorry about that. Sorry about the lag spike. But yeah, man, this is like just overall just an interesting video take right here. So again, the theory works, I agree with it, but again, I see it more as a parallel. Not really being like SUSBCRIBE being like the canon character. SUSBCRIBE being the Freddy bully from FNAF 4, but it's all a parallel. It's 100% all parallel. At the end of the day, man. That's the way I see it, And again, I know that like so some of you guys agree with my opinion, but some people, other people don't, and that's fine, We, that's the beauty behind it. We all come up with different things, opinions, and that's the beauty behind FNAF. We come up with a whole bunch of different theories and ideas and concepts, and it brings us all together as a community. You're so crazy, man. Thank you so much. You are the best. Yes, sir. Again, thank you. Yeah, please thank John for the 50 gifted memberships. Again, man is crazy. Dude is crazy for gifting 50 memberships. Like, oh my god, bro. That is just insane. That is absolutely just insanity. That's basically like, that's pretty much $50 right there. Because each membership is basically 99 cents, so it's $1 pretty much, right? That's basically like $50. Plus, he renewed his own membership right there, which is insane overall. So again, yeah, and again, enjoy the memberships, enjoy the emojis, guys. Again, you guys enjoy the badges, enjoy the emojis as well too. And again, the next like crazy video that I do come up with, right? I'm definitely gonna give you guys like members a look at like the thumbnail, screenshots of the video being edited, scripts, all that such. Yo, what's up, NG Edits? Hope your day's going well. We just got Hex distracted from what Super was saying 10 minutes ago, for real. I love how I was talking about we were talking about FNAF stuff, talking about the lore and everything, and then all of a sudden we just get 50 gifted memberships out of nowhere completely. And as we're just naming all these different people and such, though. You're a rich man. Yo, what's up, Janelle? Welcome back. What's going on? Basically, we were here reacting to we were doing a live reaction on Game Theories Into the Pit Change to FNAF Timeline video. After we finished reacting, we're doing a whole bunch of discussion and theorizing and talks as well too. Again, right now we're just about to we're about being near the end of the stream where we're about to close off, but then all of a sudden John renewed his membership and also dropped 50 gifted memberships as well too, which is absolutely insane. So again, I really appreciate his kindness and love support to the channel, man. It really does help you out a lot, and little kind acts like that really like motivate me and tell me to keep going and like keep making videos and streams and entertain people, and just stay passionate true to the content I make. So again, despite the ups and downs, despite the struggles and everything that YouTube does bring as well too, right? There's also good that does come out of it as well too behind it. So again, if you just stay positive, stay motivated, don't give up, just do what you love, man. Like, you're gonna come out on top, man. You're gonna come out on top 100%, man. That's what I believe right there. You're so kind, never thought this will happen. Hey, you never know what can happen, man. You never know what can happen. The purple matches my profile pic. Nice. Again, I'm glad you guys like it. So yeah, either way, left for like green again. Huge. Like I said, That's like, congrats to like, Tom for making such an awesome, interesting, congrats to Tom and the rest of the team making an interesting, awesome game theory video right here as well too. Again, I love, Lightning says, did I seriously not get a gift a sub? I'm sorry about that, Lightning. Again, make sure you have to turn on enable gifting, and like I said, the gifting, the memberships that are gifted are completely random. There's no control over that. But again, there's always the opportunity next time. But like I said, hope your day's going well, Lightning. Welcome to today's stream, dude. Yeah, don't worry, I didn't even get, yeah, like I said, just because you didn't get to it doesn't mean you won't get it. You just gotta be patient, It'll happen. It's been a year or two done since the last theory video, man. Yeah, it's a long term. It's like, there's not a lot to quite really talk about and theorize. Again, it was hard for me to think about or talk about anything for Into the Pit, and I was almost like kind of like wanted to do something where like, is Oswald's dad the FNAF 4 bully as well too? But it's like, I wasn't really kind of in agreement with that, because I always saw it more as a parallel in the day, so there was no reason for me to really make a theory video on it though. But I'm very glad like that Game Theory made this, right? The memberships are random, yeah. Out of all the people who subbed and weren't streamed like me are lucky, for real, and confused. And again, like I said, people have lives and priorities, man. Like, I don't expect all my viewers to tune into every single video and stream, You guys have lives. You guys have things going, like you're spending time with family, you're playing video games, you're doing homework, you're accomplishing goals and working towards your career. I'm not expecting everybody to be in here every single stream and everything as such, right? So, again, I'm always going to respect your guys' priorities and theory stuff in a day. All the theory videos are kind of filler and not interesting. Horror games haven't had big stuff recently. Again, because like, they're kind of yeah, it's like most of the theory videos like are kind of like filler, and they're not as like they're intriguing, but not as intriguing compared to like stuff like big stuff that's happening, because again, we won't be getting secret. Again, I'll switch to my full camera as well too, and then I'll come back to that, right? Because think about it, right? And I'm gonna turn off my music for a bit, right? That way you guys can focus on my voice and everything as well too, right? By the way, Super, since I last watched, I got paid. I got a paid job as an editor. Awesome, congratulations, dude. Keep up the great work. I'm going to do it once a month. You deserve it completely, 100%, Super Rocker. I'm sure everyone else will agree with me on this. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Since today's my school start, hey, wish you the best of luck when school starts for you, Goku. But yeah, shoot, I completely forgot. Gosh, dang it, I completely forgot what I was gonna say, bro. How do I lose my thought of mind like that? My thought of mind like that. I completely. But right, back to the Secret of Mimic as well too. Yeah, I did get a new poster. I got to help on a 2 post in the back. God, what was I going to say again, chat? Can somebody help me remember what I was trying to say? I'm pretty sure I was going to say something about freaking Secret of the Mimic as well too, right? Yeah, that's what it was. Because Secret of the Mimic will be coming out till 2025, right? So that's going to be a while. And on top of that, Steel was also working on a project, I think, like a different project besides Secret of the Mimic. There isn't much stuff to talk about for Poppy Playtime. Same thing for, well, I did hear that, that Unique Geese is updating Indigo Park, for more stuff. Like, he's dropping a new update, that's gonna have, like, more hidden secrets, regarding stuff for Chapter 2. About the theory, and Secret of the Mimic stuff. Yeah, it was about the thank you, Jay. Thank you for reminding me that. I appreciate that. Bye, Super. Thank you, and John. Yeah, you go, Crafty Foss. Have a great rest of your day. Keep being awesome. I hope to see you in a future stream, Crafty Foss. Take it easy, dude. Yes, I do like football. 2025, I have a bunch of theory videos in. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying to MG. It's like when 2025 really comes, like, comes into play, there'll be a lot to theorize, and there'll be a lot to talk about, and I'll be able to, make more scripts and everything. Because again, I want to make more theory videos. I really want to. But as now, it's kind of hard for me to, like, theorize and talk about stuff anyways. Now, I know there's, like, the FNAF the week before interactive novel as well, too. But I know, like, other people are already making theory videos and topics and other things here and there, Because the FNAF the week before is basically a canon book that talks about stuff that happened. It's a prequel to FNAF 1, So, I was thinking about making videos like that, but I was like, when it comes, especially when it comes to interactive novels and other things here and there, it's like that stuff kind of does take forever. But 2025 gonna be 2025 gonna be, but for the wait, what are you trying to say, Jay Plays? Or is it like I said, when 2025 rolls on the corner, there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening here on the channel for 2025. I was like, what were you misspelled? This would be but for this channel. You're like 2025 is gonna be but for this channel. I'm like, gosh dang right it is. It's better not making the videos than just filling them with random stuff. That, like I said, it doesn't really make any sense. That's why, like, when I make my theory videos, I don't always throw out a bunch all the time, because I feel like I'm just filling them with random stuff, and it doesn't really make any sense. And I'm just like, people are gonna like no longer find the video interesting and are gonna click off, So it's like when I get out theory videos, I only want to get out theory videos that actually make sense, and they're filled with a bunch of evidence and stuff that's very intriguing and fascinating, and gets you really thinking and stuff, right? Like, and makes you think as like, do you agree with the theory? Do you disagree with the theory? And what does this mean for the future of FNAF? You know, what does this one theory tells us, like, what's going to happen in the future? You know, 2025 is going to be big for this channel. Let's hope so, man. And you know, speaking of 2025 as well too. Speaking of 2025, back when I was making my username for PlayStation Vault 2, I was sitting down for, when I got my PlayStation 4, I was sitting down for like a good solid hour as to what I wanted my username to be, and I came up with the username Super Rocker 2025. Why did I come up with that name 2025? I have no freaking clue, but I think what this tells me is that since, you know, I started a YouTube channel and I'm making streams and videos and met thousands upon thousands of people, right? And my channel is getting, like, you know, a ton of views and recognition and everything as well too, right? And the fact that we're coming around, like, literally less than 3 months, in less than 3 months, we'll be in 2025, right? I think 2025 is going to be a year where my channel really blows off, really takes off, and I'm going to be able to, you know, be able to do my passion full time. You know, you need a theory video for what? Hang on. Your theory videos are entertaining. Thank you, dude. I'm glad you like them. After Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 recap comes out, then we'll get news for Chapter 4. Oh, absolutely. Again, once that Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 recap video comes out, we're definitely going to get some news for Chapter 4, without a doubt. You need a theory video for Security Breach and possibly revisit to the game. See, I've been looking at stuff for, again, the last security breach, and John with another 10 to get the Super Rockstar memberships. Oh my god, thank you, John. Welcome back, Nano. I actually did, like I said, I made a FNAF theory, or a FNAF security breach theory, way back then. It wasn't as popular. It didn't get as crazy popular, but it was a cool theory all the same. And it was like this one. It was what really happened at the all staff meeting right here. Yeah, let's see who got the memberships. Meki got it, Austin Fields got it, Holy Star got it, Daily M4 got it, Bacon Crackle got it, Blood Dew got it, Shane, La Formula Play got it, Frieza got to get the membership. And it's very hard to find lore security breach. That's what I'm saying. Like, the problem with security breach is very hard to find lore. And again, even though this theory video did not perform well, waiting for the views to go up. Exactly. Like I said, even though this theory video didn't perform so well, I still really enjoyed it all the same. It was so fun to make. Like, I enjoyed making the script, right? You know, the whole concept, the editing, right? You know, hearing people's different voices and opinions on it, right? Because again, hey please, guys, I was like, please don't have an ad, right? Also, congratulations for almost hitting 16,000 subscribers. Thank you, dude. How come your FNAF theories don't get that much views? And again, not every single FNAF theory is going to do great. Like, I think that's pretty obvious and clear. Not every single theory video is going to do great, especially for FNAF theories, right? Like, my reaction videos for Secret of Mimic and the Dead by Daylight collab, those did great. This one, was alright. Like, my FNAF theory was, this one reached 683 views, and again, I make great, you know, thumbnails, and I'm editing's on point. I don't know, it's just YouTube being YouTube. It's weird like that. Like, sometimes YouTube will like my videos, sometimes YouTube will just not recommend the video as well, too. It's just weird like that, no matter how much hard work and effort I put into it. But that doesn't mean I don't let it bring me down, though. Now, like I said, this one, the reacted to Dako visiting the FNAF movie set vlog, that's got 8.4k views, which is awesome. Some of the games I played, now these did really good, right? These did really good right here. I've been losing hype for Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 for a few months now. They're taking so long for the new chapters. Not their fault, but it's very unfortunate. I get where you're coming from. That it's what attracts people interest. It's just what attracts people interest in it. Because again, people have different attention spans, and you know they're what they like, what they don't like. So again, people do have to understand that at the end of the day, right there. People have to understand that though. So again, not every single video is going to do great. You can't please everybody. And I accepted that. The only thing that you can do is keep doing your best, keep a positive mindset, you know, treat people with kindness, make them feel recognized, make them feel welcome, balance out between things you want to do and people's suggestions, and you'll see growth happen. You'll see a community really blossom, and you'll really be able to get where you want to at in life, man. Like, one day, everybody, you know, I believe that, you know, anyone can do their passion and get paid for it full time, but you got to put in the time, you got to put in the hard work and effort, and you got to really take criticism in and always find new ways to improve. Yo, what's up, Story? Hello, I was gifted. Yeah, you can thank John for the gift of membership. John has gave out 60 gift of memberships here on YouTube channels. Again, if you guys do see John, please say hello to him, and please thank him for the gift of membership as well, too. But again, huge W's to all you guys, love support, for you guys liking, subscribing, you know, reacting to my videos, sharing the channel as well too. It's always a huge help. It's always a huge help, and it's always greatly appreciated. Because again, you know, I can't do this alone. You know, I can't do this alone. But if we do things together, right, anything is possible. And Janine, thanks for being a Super Rockstar for a whole 6 months, basically a half a year. Again, appreciate being an absolute W for that, my friend. Thank you so much. I didn't even got it again for. And again, I'm not sure if there's a way where you can individually give a gift of memberships. I'm not sure that's really a thing. I don't think it is for YouTube. I know for Twitch and other things that is a thing. However, though, For YouTube, that isn't a thing as well, too, though. But again, my previous FNAF theory videos, too, right? Like I said, like, you know, Burn Trap Mimic, one of the same, right? This video did really good. This one, Bonnie's Possible Killer Found. This theory video did really good. Who is Cassie's Father? That did really good. 10 things. This wasn't made a theory video. It was more like a fun idea video I made. Like 10 things that are needed in FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC. That was fun to make right here, too. This one, right, you know, like, when will the Ruin DLC release? How the Freddy boss fight could play out, will Ratsu become our ally. Like, these were very fun theory videos that I made, and people really did like them. So, like, I'm hoping, like, one day, you know, right, as we continue to progress forward, you know, as I continue to progress forward for my YouTube journey, that I'll be able to make some more fun theory videos like this again, and hopefully they'll do really well and people really like the videos and enjoy them, you know, because again, at the end of the day, as you know, Shadow and so many of my viewers remind me and tell me that, what is your first video? My first video, if we go to oldest, is a Fortnite video. So way back in the day, this channel was a Fortnite channel. It was more, yeah, it was a Fortnite channel. I focused on Battle Royale, and I played other games here and there. Like, I played Fortnite, but also did, like, some vlogging and other IRL stuff and montages here and there. But then eventually, I did manage to I did change up over to doing, like, FNAF stuff as well, too, you know. Yeah, I went from being from Mr. Fortnite Super to Mr. FNAF Super Rocker. See that little bit of quick change right there, dude? It's honestly insane, dude. So I went from making Fortnite videos to making FNAF videos and horror games, and it was crazy. It's crazy how, like, a whole full 180 I did there, and I don't regret doing that full 180 because, again, if I didn't take that full 180 right there, then I wouldn't be able to meet all you guys. I wouldn't be able to make the crazy videos, and I wouldn't be able to be part of a crazy franchise, well, too, or a crazy amazing franchise. I remember those Fortnite streams. You could do 10 things we need help on to DLC or Ruin DLC. See, that would be a pretty cool, unique video idea right there as well too. Like maybe that'd be 10 things, but this is why I appreciate you guys having you guys here, like, giving these ideas and everything, because, like, that would be something fun and cool to see, where it's, like, if we were to get a Help Wanted 2 DLC, which we definitely need to get one, because if Help Wanted 1 got a DLC, then Help Wanted 2 definitely needs to get a DLC as well. Then, Amy Goku, have you turned on Allow? Yeah, thanks for telling him, John, if you can explain that to him. I think it'd be a pretty neat, cool video idea to do, where I could do, yo, Super, making a new channel, and it has 37 subscribers already. Grind never stops. Yo, grind never stops, buddy. I hope your channel skyrockets further beyond 37 subs, and I hope you're up there with the legends, man. I really, really do hope that for you. Really do hope that does happen for you, man. So, yeah, again, as you nowadays, like, you know, make really cool, funny FNAF videos, and, you know, mix it up with some bit of variety with, like, you know, Indigo Park, and then, you know, there's stuff for Poppy Playtime, then there's stuff for God of War as well, too, you know, stuff from, you know, Fortnite and vlogs and other things here and there, you know, the short variety and growth, and take people's suggestions and take criticism, really is the key to a successful channel and all that such stuff, too. But, yeah, pretty much that's, like, I think that's everything I have to cover, because we've been streaming for a good how many? We've streamed for 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours, and simply, you know, we did, like, a reaction of this for, like, at least a good solid 20-30 minutes. Then we were, you know, live discussion as well too. Then we were talking about stuff with viewers and everything as well too, and all that fun stuff. And then, you know, just, you know, we got gifted memberships from, you know, John, and then, you know, have a whole bunch of people tuned to the stream as well too. Very awesome season. And this has been an absolute double stream. This has been such a fun stream today, man. Like, I'm so glad that we did this today. So glad we did today. I can't wait for the Help Wanted 2 DLC when it comes out, even though the game made me faint and fall once in the filler. Yo, when I played Help Wanted 2, when I was doing the Bonnie Bowl section, like when I was playing the game in VR, right? When I was about to, you know, send the bowling ball down the lane, like, I went like this and accidentally hit, like, the bottom of my wrist here on the desk. So you can imagine the pain from that when I, like, bang, did all of such, man. So I'm gonna go and turn my music back on. It was painful. It was painful, and people laughed at me when that happened, but, like, you know, it was great. It was fun. Again, I love Help Wanted 2. Help Wanted 2 is such a fun FNAF game. I love it. And again, you know, overall, I'm very excited to see what the Help Wanted 2 DLC, well, I can't wait to see what it ends up looking like and what sort of lore it's going to give for FNAF as well too. And I can't wait for Secret to Mimic as well too. Secret to Mimic is looking to be a very exciting, fun FNAF game as well too. I still have my PS5. Yeah, I do now. I still have my PS5. Again, I still have my PS5 because, again, I like enjoying, like, you know, playing, you know, PS5 games, spending time with my friends online, and just, like, chilling, relaxing, and having a great time. You know what I'm saying? Breaker Room and Funtime Freddy was traumatic. So was the Endos. Yo, the Endos was freaking traumatic and annoying. I would say the Endos, Endos were definitely traumatic and annoying. Same thing for the Breaker Room. Breaker Room was Breaker was a little annoying, but it wasn't that bad, I would say. I mean, yeah, like I said, thanks for explaining that to him, John. Appreciate it, dude. Where is Jared? It's been a while since I talked to him. Oh, he still tunes to streams. He's one of my he's one of my managing moderators here on my channel, but he still tunes in. We, you know, like I said, we discuss different, you know, video ideas and, you know, things for streams and ideas, stuff. So, like, he's still around. He hangs around. He still shows support. Again, like I said, he's not gonna be in every single stream, but he's here for most streams and everything as well too. And again, like I said, I don't expect all you guys to be in every single stream. Again, you guys are prioritizing doing other things, right? You guys be inspired to create your own videos and streams and shorts, right? You guys are spending time with family, playing video games, focusing on school, career, whatever the case is. I'm always going to understand what you guys are doing. I'm always going to respect you guys, and I'm always rooting for you guys no matter what. And again, and I appreciate, for those who are always here, I do appreciate you guys. For those who are here and show support and everything, it really does mean the world to me, and I thank you guys. I just felt scared. It's very super. And again, anybody ever gets scared, you know? I remember when I got mod and everybody was mad at me and I got mod. And again, that was back then, you know? That was back then, Nano. And you can still become a mod. Like I said, don't let what happened to the past, like, you know, hold you down, you know? The past is the past, and it can stay there. What matters now is the here and now and the future, you know? And how we all grew and, you know, and matured, you know, as individuals and everything. How we learned and all of such, right? So take all that in consideration, guys. Take it all in consideration. So again, the past is the past, you know? What matters is the here and now, you know? And who we are and what we're meant to do and everything as well too in life, man. I'm a better man now right now. I'm mature, and that's awesome. I'm proud of you, dude. I'm happy to hear that from you. That's awesome. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I think pretty much we covered about everything that I want to say here and talk about. So right, this has been you know, our live reaction of this has been Game Theory Into the Pit changes the FNAF timeline live reaction stream here. So like I said, let me know you guys thoughts about this whole theory to me. I really like it. Like I said, I don't think, like, you know, Oswald's dad is the FNAF is the Freddy bully from FNAF 4, but I think he simply is meant to be a parallel as to, like, you know, what happened back in 1983 and what happens, you know, and what happened, you know, and what happened after that as well too, right? Events and everything. But the theory does work overall, and like I said, I agree with the theory, I agree with the concept, and I think, you know, Oswald's dad is more of a parallel to the Freddy bully from FNAF 4 and what he does, you know, during the bite of 83, what he's doing, you know, after the bite of 83 as well too, right? And that I can't wait to see, like, you know, how I can't wait to see, you know, the Chico bullies story within the main the canonicity of, you know, FNAF as well too, you know. Damn, the ending now, kind of wanted to talk more. Again, like I said, because like, not every single stream has to be super long, you know what I'm saying? And again, I do enjoy talking and theorizing, doing things here and there, you know. But here's what I'm thinking about doing as well too in the future. And again, it's been a while since you've done it, but I'd like to do it again for you guys, right? How would you guys like for me to dedicate a stream? Like, do a stream where we simply sit down and theorize and talk about FNAF stuff, right? And it could be anything. Like, we could talk, like, we can, you know, I could be, you know, we could be, we could talk about, you know, FNAF games, like stuff that happens in the past, you know, present, the future. We can, you know, talk about, like, you know, other people's theories and everything, right? You know, get opinions, all that kind of fun stuff. And we can even, like, kind of, like to theorize and talk about what we can expect to happen in future FNAF games as well too, right? You know, like I said, we get, you know, collect our thoughts and all come together saying, hey, what do we think is going to happen in Secret of the Mimic? What do you guys think is going to happen within, like, you know, in the Help Wanted 2 DLC? That kind of fun stuff. Give you guys examples right there. And I think you guys are liking it. You guys says yes, please do it. That sounds fun. Not gonna lie. FNAF says I don't care. Do it. That would be perfect. He said that'd be W. John says congrats to all the free gifted memberships supporters on here in the chat. So much love to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Including all the moderators here. Again, thank you for the kind words, John. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much, John. MG Edge says just started a new YouTube channel. I'm gonna update y'all along the way. Yo, that's what's up, bro. Please share the updates as you do progress throughout you know, your YouTube channel within your new YouTube channel as well too. So yeah, I think that's something we might end up doing in the future, chat. So I'm not sure if we'll do it for one of next week's streams, because I know for one of next week streams, I'm definitely going to continuing the FNAF Secure Breach Evil Freddy mod series as well too. We're also going to be doing Black Myth Wukong as well too. So maybe one of next week's streams, I could do a stream where we simply sit down and theorize and talk about FNAF stuff. And I can also be playing some FNAF games as well too. I don't know what sort of FNAF games I will be playing, but like, so maybe it could be like maybe I could do something like, you know, Fazbear Nights 1 and 2. Maybe play something different. I don't know what, but I think definitely playing the game while also sitting down and theorizing and talking would also be pretty fun as well too. So this way we got gameplay, we theorize, we sit down and talk. It'll be a fun W stream, and I think y'all guys are definitely out for it. I think that sounds like a great stream to do right there. So basically that's going to kind of be the 3 streams that are happening next week, guys. So yes, like I said, so next week's streams we'll be doing, like I said, a FNAF theorizing stream. We'll be doing FNAF Security Breach Evil Freddy mod part 2, and it will also be doing some more Black Myth Wukong as well too, because again, a lot of people are very hyped and, you know, excited that I'm actually playing Black Myth Wukong, and it's a very fun game. I like it. So again, if you guys haven't seen my live playthrough, my live stream of me playing Black Myth Wukong, I highly encourage you guys to check it out whenever you guys do get time. So my channel has been growing a lot. I got 2.17k subscribers. Hey, awesome. Keep up the great work, dude. Now making sure I'm stay up to date with all the comments. Today it was a W stream. Oh yeah, that stream was a W. That stream was fire. that stream was an absolute W, man. So again, highly encourage you guys to check out. Again, I'll even show you guys real quickly as well too. Like if you guys haven't seen that stream as well here too, where I played Black Myth Wukong to celebrate 15,000 subscribers. Feel free to check it out. If not, no worries. We also did a tier list stream as well too 2 days ago, and then obviously that's today's stream right there as well. Yo, what's up, Big Chungus? Hope your day's going well. Welcome to stream, dude. Thanks for being here, dude. So yeah, like I said, again, want to give a huge shout out to John for the 60 gifted membership, for not only renewing his membership, also giving out 60 gifted memberships again. Thank you so much, John, for your kindness. We appreciate you again. If you guys, you know, like I said, haven't, please thank John in the chat right now. Provide some W's. Man's a myth, man's a legend, bro. Spreading love and kindness, really appreciate him doing that. So again, thank you for the 60 gift. So again, huge shout out to him for the 60 gift memberships as well too. And again, I appreciate you guys so much for being here in today's stream and kind of like sitting down, discussing, you know, like being here, being here with me as we reacted to Game Theories Into the Pit, Change the FNAF Timeline video as well too, giving you guys initial thoughts and opinions and everything and such. And everything, and you know, connecting like, you know, some of my videos I've done in the past, comparing to Game Theory video, current video of like, you know, the video that we're watching as well too, making connections and tidbits and all stuff. Like I said, it was fun, it was great, and it was enjoyable just like doing all that stuff with you guys here and such though. Yeah, I would say bye, y'all, have a good day now. Oh, are you heading out, Shadow, or are you saying bye to Big Chunk? Like, because like I said, I'm about to get to I'm about to say the thing, I'm about to say my outro. I'm about to say it, I promise you I will. I recommend anyone who hasn't seen the stream to go watch it. It was super fun, entertaining. I don't know what you're gonna say, but like I haven't done my outro yet. Like I'm about to literally get there. You guys just like, bye, I'm gonna head up. I mean, you guys do what you want to do, you know. But again, we got streams planned out all for next week, and again, videos and shorts might be a little slow, but again, I'm not disappointed by that. I'm gonna continue to take my time. I'm continue to do my best, give my all, and then like I said, whatever I get out, I'm always gonna make sure, like, you know, it's, you know, well put together, very well edited, high quality, and enjoyable, and something that you want to go back and watch again. Lightning says, great stream. Also, hi, Big Chungus, you're my idol. Yes, huge show just got called. I said, I love how you said your outro super early, and everyone was saying bye. Like I said, but yeah. Like I said, but in short, like I said, today's stream's Hatch for W. Game Theories video was a great one. Huge W. Again, huge congrats to Tom and the team. They cooked up a really interesting theory. Super proud of them. Keep up the great work, Game Theorists and Tom and everyone else on the team as well too. Again, love the theory. I agree with it. As such, it's a great theory. It works well. Like I said, I said that multiple times. God, I don't know what I was saying. I say. I don't know what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, Oswald's dad is, to me, is more parallel so what does happen to the Freddy bully in FNAF 4, you know, both during that time and, you know, afterwards as well too. And again, I'm looking forward to, like, you know, the, you know, Secret to Mimic. I'm looking forward to how, you know, the Chica bully story is going to be told within, you know, within the FNAF lore as well too. Overall, I can't wait for all FNAF things that are yet to come though. So again, this has pretty much been our live reaction of Game Theory Into the Pit, Change the FNAF Timeline right here. So if you guys did enjoy today's live stream, I really appreciate if you guys could leave a like down below. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, or I highly encourage, I won't say hit, but I'll say I highly encourage y'all guys to hit that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, that way you guys don't miss out any of my future streams or videos as well too. And once again, huge shout out to John for the 60 gift memberships, and appreciate him renewing his membership as well too. Your stream outro is like, exactly, my stream outro is iconic. It's my thing, bro. It's my own sting, my own sting as well too, you know. So it's like I gotta say it proper and do everything else proper, you know what I'm saying? All right, you know, I'm gonna end it. Gee, sorry if I just want to yap away, bro. I just want to be meaningful and respectful to you guys. But if you don't want that respect for me, then, you know, that could change real quickly. Hey man, Goku, glad I could help you out in chat. I'm always here watching, supporting and happy to help you two out. I'm gonna be done, Johnny. All right, I'm done here. Right, all right. I'll let you guys just be, enjoy your day and all that stuff. Jeez, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Y'all guys know I'm messing around. I know you're joking. I know you guys are joking with me. But yeah, thank John for the gift memberships. Again, huge shout out to all of them. Get out, Jay, please. All right, now get out. End the stream. Go make more videos. Keep being Super Rocker. Yeah, Super, remember Scott Cawthon typing your stream? Yeah, that was iconic. Again, I'm never going to forget that moment in my life. The fact that Scott Cawthon, the man, the myth, the legend, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's, tuned into my stream, bro, I'm never going to forget that moment. That moment is like one of the greatest moments in my entire life right there. That is like one of the greatest moments of my entire life. The fact that Scott tuned into my stream, bro, that was insane. That was just insane. That, hands down, that right there, hands down, that was peak. That was peak. Hands down, did somebody clip that? Oh, I have a whole video. I have a whole video of that on my channel. If you guys want to see my reaction and everything, watch this video right here where the FNAF and Dead by Daylight collab was revealed, and also Scott Cawthon tuned to my stream as well too. So again, I'm not gonna make you guys watch it here, but like obviously I highly encourage you guys to check this out too. And there's also a stream as well too. I did that on stream. That happened both on stream, and I turned the stream into the video as well too, because that happened on this stream right here. FNAF and Dead by Daylight collab, FNAF Dead by Daylight collab announcement reaction right here. That happened in that stream. So yeah, really great stream right here, and really great video right here as well too. Highly encourage you guys to check out both. Also, would you like some crumpets and tea with your great old man? Oh my goodness, I was so lucky to be there. Yeah, a lot of people were like, bro, I was so glad I was here for that. There were so many people flooding in the comments and the videos and everything like, bro, I missed such an iconic moment. I wish I was there. I wish I was there already. Or I was not already, but I was there though. But yeah, like I said, I encourage you guys to check out this video. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed everything you see here from the stream. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like down below, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, guys, to stay updated on all my future streams and videos. And again, huge shout out to John for the gift memberships. Man's a legend. Please show him some support when you guys can within the chat, or you know, any time off social media as well too. Though. So again, got more streams coming, got more videos and shorts coming. All sorts of fun stuff going. YouTube picks at random. Okay, you just simply explain that to everybody else. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna shut up. Like I said, you know, huge congrats to Game. You know, great. You know, huge fist bump. You know, pound the back to Game Theory. To the Game Theorists and Tom for cooking up such an epic video as well too. I think it's great. It's awesome. And I can't wait to see what else they're gonna be cooking up in the near future. So. Go ahead and end stream right here. Okay, I'm finally leaving like now. Jesus, bro. Man, okay. You know, yeah. What if I just ended the stream with no outro? What if I just clicked it? What if I just clicked it right now? Y'all guys thought I ended. Y'all guys thought I ended. Ha. Y'all guys thought I ended a stream. Y'all guys thought I ended because I just stayed completely still. I love the streams, but I didn't order Yappuccino. All right, fine. You'll order here, fine. I'll take your Yappuccino away, and then I'll give you, I'll give you just a high five. How's that? I'll take away Yappuccino and I'll give you a crisp high five right there. Alrighty, guys, that's everything. Okay, that's enough said. That's enough yapping in the chat, and I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go make some more YouTube videos. I'm gonna go keep up the YouTube grind. I'm gonna plan out more streams. I'm gonna do what I always do. Keep up the YouTube grind and TG Nest, baby. The grind never stops. TG Nest. So, anyways, that's everything I have to say here. That's this has been Game Theory Into the Pit changes to FNAF timeline live reaction. Y'all guys already know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, share the channel with a friend member. Again, huge shout out to John and the mods for being awesome people. And again, together, as my other friend will say, together we're strong, and teaching us. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead out. Appreciate you guys' all support. Have a great rest of your day or night, and as always, everyone, stay safe, positive, be for another. And remember, the grind never stops. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, y'all.